I don't know. I think they're apple pie, but
It's almost like taking a shot. Like you just you
Gotta
get it down it
as possible, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I drink it. That's what I want out of a good beer. Is just a horrible taste. All right.
So how do we get the chutzpah?
Yep. Let's find out.
there's character gen. Less you know about the setting, the better. Just know computer's your friend.
Okay.
So first thing is first, your name, your appearance, and gender.
So we just
that
do
is
whatever
you
All
want.
Fluid?
Your name should just be a first name.
My name is complicated, but I go by a short nickname.
My name is not complicated,
I mean-
and I go by a short name.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. My name's Bethardans, but you can call me Thard.
Thard?
Yep.
My name is just Hard.
Okay,
No, I'm
we've
kidding.
got Thard in the
Hard, RD.
I'm Julius.
Nice.
I'm Bob.
I'm Donnie.
Julius, Bob, Thard, and Donnie. Nice. All right.
Then you will need to put your security clearance as infrared, I believe. Double check that info. Yeah, you're definitely infrared.
Okay.
Then for personality, you're going to put 3 adjectives to describe you. They can be positive or negative if you wish.
What's a person, man?
Yeah.
Hold on, put that.
Okay. I've got technophile, natural leader, and short temper. Or is that not what we're looking for? You want more basic?
I want one word for each.
Okay.
So, short temper. I don't know if that's hyphenated or not normally.
Intemperate?
Short temper.
You can just write enraged.
Yeah.
Always enraged!
There is a synonym that would
Short
be one
fuse.
There
word.
has to be a way to say it
Angry?
with one word.
Mad?
Angry, just use an angry.
Well, but he's not always mad.
Impatient, maybe?
Yeah.
Impatient.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
Ill-tempered.
All right.
With
ill
a
tempered.
hyphen.
All right. Technophile, inspiring, and impatient.
Okay.
All right. At least I think I'm inspiring. Doesn't mean I'm inspired.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Some examples are thoughtful, sociopathic,
Oh boy.
untrustworthy, generous, happy,
Ooh, Bill, he just gave all the ones you could use.
This
fatalistic,
is like
unproved.
Dumbledore has to drink that drink that kills him slowly. He's like, oh no, Harry.
Intelligent, cowardly.
Keep drinking. Harry just makes him. He makes him drink it all.
Loyal, efficient, selfish.
I've got friendly, jealous, and contemplative.
Okay. What about Thomas?
Always jealous.
I am trustworthy,
Okay.
suggestible, and durable.
Nice.
Durable
Actually,
personality.
Yeah, that's not very. That doesn't
I mean,
make
you can
sense.
take a beating.
Yeah, durable.
I can take
An emotional beating.
Abuse, mental abuse.
I don't want that.
I have
I'm gonna
sweaty,
change it.
bull.
That's not personality.
You got a real sweaty personality.
Like, you know, he's just
Emotional
listless.
sweat.
You do have a sweaty
You could
personality.
say
I'll
like
admit.
listless, yeah.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
List.
He's just
Yeah.
could always be sweaty though.
I describe it.
Is that what you wrote
for
down?
Yeah, he's raising it out.
Is that what
I
you
have a
wrote?
sweaty personality. Does that make you? Yeah.
I wrote it before he
Awesome.
told all the things.
Yeah.
And then bold and compassionate. Because of my sweatiness, I have to
yeah.
be compassionate.
You're
to others.
moved. You're easily moved
Yeah.
by sweat.
I'm also gonna. I'll be getting patient instead of durable, but I will be durable.
Maybe, you know,
Yeah,
a mixture of
physically.
nervous and
We'll see.
listless. You
Sure.
know?
You can probably turn down a little bit.
Oh.
It's the bottom knob on the left speaker. Your right side.
Oh, I think it's completely off now.
Just check something quick.
I don't think so.
Pour out this beer.
Quiet.
Probably cranked it up.
I keep going downward.
Okay, it's fine. Okay. We start skills then with Mert.
Okay.
Sweaty skills. You're going to pick one skill.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
You pour it out.
No, he poured it down his gullet.
Yeah.
He drank it all.
Okay. I need to pick one.
Yeah, so you're going to pick one of the skills and put a 1 next to it.
Okay.
I was definitely
I
like
have to
2/3,
tell everybody what it
2/3,
is,
yeah.
obviously, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I
You're basically It served its
Let's
purpose.
go with.
For the record, skills go from -1 to 5. Or -5 to 5.
Oh, okay.
So 1 is pretty middle of the road,
Pretty middle of the
Are they
road.
all gonna have use?
I'll go charm.
probably. So charm 1. Okay.
Charm one.
Phil, you can put a -1 next to charm.
Oh my goodness! When one person takes it, the next loses it.
So now you get to pick a skill at 1, and
I'm gonna lose it.
yep,
Yep.
you'll get it at -1.
Are these only going to be ones, or is it going to
No,
go
we're
up?
gonna keep going up to 5.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
So we want to pick minor buffs before major, because they're.
Oh, you're
going
gonna
up.
lose some
Charm
other
would
shit.
not be what I would have picked then.
Well, I should
You
say
say next to
this
Charm?
is not a strictly cooperative character building process.
It's not a strictly cooperative game either, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
And you can't pick the same one.
well, no, you've already got a stat in it.
Yep, right.
But I mean, like
You're
you-
all. It's
yeah,
all gonna be
alright.
filled out. But
Oh, okay.
5
Gotcha.
is better than 1.
So
right?
you actually want to wait for what you really want till the end.
But then somebody
If
could
no
just
one-
screw
yeah.
you.
I mean, you're gonna probably have some skills that have nothing in them.
Yeah, but all I'm asking is if 5 is stronger than 1.
So say now,
Yeah.
okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
can Phil later on pick charm
No.
and it gets boosted from the. Okay, no. So it's, okay.
Alright. I will take. What the hell's an alpha complex? How is that a skill?
That is knowledge of the complex you're in.
That's very good.
Oh, I'll take alpha complex 1.
Oh, strong is a
Okay.
-1.
I'll just say that guns is probably the most important, obviously.
Strong, strong.
I want just a 1 in guns.
Right.
Well,
See,
then
that's the
somebody
thing,
else-
but
then
someone
Brett
else
takes
might
it too.
snatch
Yeah.
it
It's like
too.
it's like no thanks.
Right.
No,
Exactly.
Alright.
Pass,
No thanks,
pass.
character creator.
So since I don't have charm yet, I could take charm 1.
You could, yes.
I'll take bluff 1.
All right.
I like that.
Bluff -1.
Because you're trusting.
makes sense.
You wouldn't even
What
want
Brett
bluff.
is good
I'm-
at,
I'm
I will
looking out
by
for you.
necessity become bad at.
Yep.
It is just.
That's how
I'm like a
it's
mirror image of everything he's good at. I'm that much bad.
Yep.
You're the biggest of all 0.
Yeah. What?
Yeah,
That was a
that's
quote
true.
from Mert
Oh.
from the.
Okay.
Are you the biggest of all? Is that the biggest of all 0? There's tech level 0 units, and he was asking like, is that the strongest of
Oh,
the tech
level
level?
0.
But the way
The
he
biggest
phrased
of
it,
all 0.
the biggest of all 0. To pose that question just makes your brain hurt. Like, oh.
It's like a 1 in athletics.
Oh man.
Okay.
Sorry, Mert.
There you
All right. Then we start with Phil for +2.
Oh!
That makes sense.
I'll take 2 and 2 and throw.
Nice. Okay.
I'm getting a minus.
You don't want the guy next to you saying nice.
Nice.
Come on, Phil.
Okay.
It's a good call, I think. Who else is gonna throw?
Throwing everything.
I'll take 2 in engineer.
So what does operate like? They're like driving. Or
Probably.
Yeah,
are we gonna be in a situation where there might be vehicles?
potentially yes.
Potential for everything.
So, Mert, did you want to try one? No, I'm just. I know. I couldn't imagine you wanting to under the circumstances.
Not after what I saw.
Yeah, I
you did.
know.
I don't think it's strictly
They do have
vehicles. It could
these
be
things,
operating any type of heavy machinery.
What is it?
Brain.
Sound good.
This is okay. So this is probably pretty similar. Brown
Bomber,
yeah. And then maybe another honeyweed. Oh no, this is Scottish style. Okay.
Close to 2 in.
Brown.
Yeah, I should get a mental skill. I'll do operate.
Okay.
Alright. So, now here's a question of, Phil took a 2 in throw. If I took a 2, would that knock his down to a 0?
You can't.
I can't? Oh, I can't because it was taken. Okay. So I can't, it's barred from me right now.
It is barred from you
Oh, it's barred from me permanently.
because your neighbor has it.
You could get a negative.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Okay.
Damn.
You're never gonna throw.
Never gonna throw nothing.
Just give it up.
So no one can throw, or Tom can throw.
I could if I pick it.
This is
Yeah,
not
yeah,
a
I'm the
cooperative
only one that can
game.
pick
You're
it.
the
I
only one who
guess.
can have
Yeah.
any value in throw. I should have taken. Should have waited. Should have gotten max throw.
Yeah, but that's why he's saying that's part of the paranoia.
Ooh,
here.
actually, yeah. Now I can just wait it out. I can get 5 throw.
The
I
biggest
can be
small
throwing
throws.
darts at you.
It makes you look like a chump.
Tom, what stats do you have?
What stats?
Let's see how this
What
works
We haven't
out.
done
Okay.
stats.
I will
Athletics
do.
and operate.
I
A
got
2
5
in
athletics and
demolitions.
5 upright.
Okay, 2 in demolitions.
Phil,
It's a -2 for Phil.
What?
Yep.
I'm
We
not
start
blowing-
with Sean
Not
for
bombing
3s.
nothing.
3 guns.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
Yep,
Shit.
there it is.
Draw.
Oh, man. Now
You're
have
not
to hold out
shooting
for
anything.
throw.
Thomas, you are not a gunman.
Mert
You
can
are
get 5 guns.
not. That's a -3 in guns.
Oh man,
Yep.
Jeez.
I'm gonna be throwing darts.
I mean, somebody's gonna take the hit on guns.
Yeah.
And 2 people are gonna be
I'm
okay.
glad you went
yeah.
that way.
Mhm.
And there's always melee.
Yeah.
Throw.
Oh, it's my turn now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, melee. Might as well take that right now. I'm gonna need all
That's
the.
a -3 for me.
Now I can get 5 melee. Perfect.
But you could take guns.
Not this round.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'll take a 3 in psychology.
Nice.
Why not bureaucracy?
Wait, you're reducing my psychology?
He doesn't want to repeat his stars without numbered characters.
He just want to be stuck doing.
I want
He's
to
the
get
administrator.
administrator
Doesn't want to be
again.
stuck making those hard choices.
Okay, Phil's 3.
Yep.
I'll have a 3. 3 in stealth.
Nice.
Alright.
Sean
Then
uses guns. He
We
doesn't
start
use
with Thomas with +4.
Here, do you have guns?
What do I want to be
Do I
side?
take a
just
solid
go
melee.
to 5?
I already got that.
Phil
okay.
gets the start.
3,
Oh,
2.
Do you have guns?
Mr. Science.
Maybe I know my
Fine.
way around this complex.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody should.
Why not? I'll take a 4 in complex.
Okay.
I know nothing of this complex.
Nope.
I'm gonna need to know where all the darts are stored.
But
Where's the
Yeah,
dart
find the
room?
explosive darts.
The only option for ranged combat for darts. Throw up.
you have stealth.
I do. You cannot be stealthy.
Oh, that's fun. I debate on between science and intimidate.
The debates between science and intimidating, the age-old question. Yeah.
Well, my guy's bold, so I will go with intimidate.
Yeah, there you go. Following your
That
personality.
was a 4.
Yeah, I'll go
That's
for
4.
Ouch. All right.
You have stealth though.
I'll take 4 bluff.
Oh, so I had a 1, so now I'm down to a -3.
Wait,
No,
you
you
bluff?
can't. He can't take it.
Oh shit! I
Alright.
didn't notice you had bluff. I'm ripping pieces.
Yep.
Take science.
Why would I? I don't want science.
Yeah. Who wants
What's
science?
science?
Engineer program.
I'll take athletics. Tom has athletics, right? So
That's true.
4 athletics.
Ouch.
Rip.
Okay. Alright, I'm taking that 4 science.
Got a first on science.
All right, Thomas. What do you?
I already have a
He
few.
started, so now you get to start the 5 round.
It's guns, man.
Oh.
It's guns.
Oh, there's that gun.
I'm the listless gunfighter.
God, I got -5 on guns. Shit. Well, I take 5 melee.
Makes
Okay,
sense.
I'm not. -5 melee,
You
-4 athletics. Just don't stay away from me, man. Alright.
More like soft.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Hard.
Alright.
Does anyone have demolitions?
Yeah, I have
It
2.
does.
I'm taking 5.
Hold
throw.
on, Mert. Hold on, Thomas.
Hold on, Mert.
Oh, didn't you pick one?
No, you haven't gotten your -5 for me yet.
What will be throw?
No.
No, there'd be no point in that.
No, I already gave -2 throws. So.
That 5 bureaucracy is looking juicy.
Real juicy.
Does someone have like a 1 operate?
No one.
No one has operate?
I have -2.
I have a
Thomas
2
has a
out.
Well, then
Yes,
I can't take operate.
No, I think your choices are actually very limited.
Does anyone have program?
You could demolish. You could program.
I'm program 5.
There you go.
I don't know nothing about those computers.
I don't know nothing about
Knows
damn.
how to throw.
Yep, and I'm +5 throw, so you can subtract that from yourself, Mert.
That's fine. I shoot guns. I shoot guns.
Some
You
banana
throw
bread basket.
darts.
It's banana bread.
Bread.
Now,
You can just cut yourself a little slice.
you can see the boxes for violence, chutzpah, brains, and mechanics.
I don't have butter in there.
Yes.
Violence, truth spot,
Yeah.
about-
brains, and mechanics.
Above
So
it.
they correspond to the 4 skills beneath them.
Okay.
Oh, so are they
So you're
trouble?
going to count up each of the skills that you have a positive number in,
Okay.
and that goes into the stat above it.
Cool.
So it should range between 0 and 4.
I see.
What if you have a 5?
It's just one positive skill.
Oh, one of the
Wait.
positive ones?
What again?
I have a 5. So what do you get? You just you
Bert,
get just one
all-
positive.
The only thing that matters is you count
You're
positive
counting how
skills
many
in this
positive
cos-
skills.
count.
Yeah.
You
Number
don't- you
one
count the
through
number.
I see.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The,
one
the
through-
amount
one
of
through
them.
5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I'm actually pretty
Wait.
well balanced.
So is
Oh,
it the
yeah.
sum?
I should just
I
fucking
don't
do it
know.
for you, shouldn't I?
How many?
Okay.
If
Is
you
this
have,
3 or 5 or 8?
It's oh shit.
So
You're
it's
not
how
adding
many
it. This
positives?
is 1 positive
Right.
skill, 2, 3 positive
So
skills.
how could it be 5?
I never
me.
said it
Yeah,
could be a
it could be
5.
0 to
I
4.
said
Yeah.
0 to 4.
It's inside the
you're probably gonna have a 0
Yeah,
somewhere.
okay. Toss this over. Alright.
I'm gonna have the biggest zeros.
Yeah.
Behind the couch, or no one will see.
No one will
There
find
you
this
go.
for years.
Sean, do you have a 2, 1? Yeah, same.
I've got good old 112.
You and I have
Yeah.
that, and they have a 0.
I got 3110.
a
You
stat.
got 3? That's impressive.
Yeah, they have a 3 but a 0.
3, 1, 0, 1.
Actually,
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
You
Oh,
screwed
no.
this up. See?
Write it above the box,
Oh my gosh.
not in the box. I'm sorry.
Oh, where the stats thing says?
Just pencil it in right above it, right above the word, I guess.
Oh, above the word itself.
That makes sense. Meaning we're gonna lose or gain something.
Okay, all done.
Yeah.
Are these scones?
We don't know.
We don't
Adam knows nothing
I
of
have
what
no
they're
Hey,
doing.
one. It's like a blueberry thing
Like a
Oh,
muffin?
with a light vanilla frosting and a doughy
How
center.
long does this take?
I'm just erasing. You're good.
Okay. Then pass your character sheets to your left.
Vanilla
Uh-oh.
frosting.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
No.
Now, you each get to choose in what boxes those numbers go in.
Mmm.
Oh, okay. Thomas, I made it very difficult for you because it's
So
all
it
bad.
doesn't matter by these boxes now. We can have
No,
them choose.
those just sort of generated the numbers. Now you get to pick.
Oh my god.
This is so boring. You got a 2 and 3 ones. There's just
Oh.
That is pretty boring.
What is chutzpah?
That's
Like knowledge?
Mm-mm.
No. Like it's a confidence thing, isn't it? Like a. I don't want to say
Is it like a
charisma.
social
it's
stat?
like charisma, I think.
Yeah.
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 We'd probably go with charisma. The charismatic
Well,
skill.
This
Phil,
is
you're
Phil's
getting
character.
You get a 0 there.
Mm-hmm.
Or Thomas is. He needs help here for sure. Sure.
Basically, the purpose of this is to just have you all fuck each other over.
No, I'm just
Repeatedly.
gonna put what it already was because it just doesn't matter much.
All right,
It's cool.
here you go, Phil.
You're meant to
I'll
hate
fix
each
it.
other after Karajan as we continue to go through it.
Excellent.
Well, especially because we don't know what those things do. There you go.
Just if you're
I only
feeling a bit
switched
too
one
friendly at
thing
the
around.
start, you can.
I don't
Yeah.
know what it'll all mean, but
Thank you, Thomas.
we'll find out soon.
This is good.
You gifted me with violence.
Yeah, I did.
I was afraid you were gonna put 0 there.
No, I thought about it. I'm like,
Okay. So now, you guys handed the character sheets back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then there's the optimizing phase. Each character starts with 8 moxie points and 6 clones. You don't have to write that down though.
okay. You write.
You can spend moxie to raise skills, and you can spend clones to raise stats.
Oh my goodness! But if you spend those clones, you won't
Those,
have them.
those are your lives, yeah.
You said it's 6? 6 clones?
6 clones, 8 moxie. You can burn up to 5 of each
Okay.
at a 1-to-1 scale.
Oh my god! Is what's my
So you could do 5 clones to raise 1 stat by 5.
I think there is a max.
Okay.
You can't go above 3.
Oh, okay.
And I assume stats stop at 5, so you can't raise it higher.
Skills?
Than skills, I mean.
Yes.
And stats can't go higher than 3.
And what does
Correct.
stats do for you?
So like you guys
Oh,
were at
just
a 3.
stats?
That's stuck where it is.
Okay, so when you make a roll, you take a skill and the corresponding stat. You add it together. That's how many dice you get to roll, which are all
Okay.
d6s. And then you count 5s and 6s as successes.
Okay.
So it's all 1-to-1 ratio, provided you're not exceeding any of the limits.
Right.
If you have
I mean,
like,
obviously, you can't do that, but there's no like cost. Like it takes 2 clones to go from 2 to 3, 1 clone to go from. It's all 1-to-1. All right.
hold on, I think I was grabbing this tab. You had a key moment. You said 5 or 6 is a success,
Yeah.
but if I have 5 plus 3, it's like 8.
8 dice.
Oh, all right. Okay, that's what
Yeah.
I missed.
Yeah.
That's why they're all.
What is Mox used for in the game
I should
that
answer
I'm
that
spending this
question.
resource?
That's an important question.
What is Moxie?
The blue is a good color.
Fucking tell you.
Tell him now.
It's used for things.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Clones we know are the lives part, but
I
It's
mean,
kind of like
It's like a.
Phil wants all the
inspiration,
lives.
or
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's like you're spending a benefit, maybe.
I think some abilities require moxie to be spent.
So you
I don't
can't.
want to spend too much of it then.
Yeah.
I'll spend only 1 clone.
I spend 1 Moxie.
Okay, why do we want to hold on to the Moxie?
If you spend a clone, you have to tell me how the clone died. That is part of the requirement, I'm afraid.
I
Who
don't
has
even- I don't even know
science?
what world
Does
we
anybody
live
have
I do.
science?
It's
What's your science at?
4.
Oh, you have high science.
a
Can't they just take
futuristic
bureaucracy?
utopian complex
No.
run by AI called Friend Computer.
in. Are we prisoners?
We don't know.
No.
We don't know.
We're friends.
You are clones. You are citizens of Alpha Complex. Fairly low class though. Actually the lowest class.
We're
but
prisoners of society.
you better not say that out loud, Phil. Fucking jack your shit. Oh,
How much moxie do we get?
8.
8.
Okay.
Only spend 5 of it though.
My clone died. Is there big machinery? Is this like
Yeah,
an
there's
underground
plenty
complex?
of plenty.
Is this like,
oh yeah.
or just like a world, like a planet, like we're above ground or underground?
You would consider it underground. None of you have seen the
Light.
sky.
Is there farming?
There's hydroponics and all that kind of stuff.
So only we have to tell you how if a clone.
If a clone
Moxie,
died.
Moxie, we
Moxie,
don't have to
no.
tell
I'll
you.
say he was crushed by some kind of machinery.
Okay, that works. Messing around.
I will have a clone be dead as well. That sounds fun. Gonna-
Yeah, I will as well.
Are you writing with a pen?
That will be.
Old habits die hard.
I was like, start erasing.
Yep.
I don't actually
Okay.
want a clone.
So a moxie also represents your stress.
Oh, okay.
So if you have a high moxie, you're very stable and level-headed. Low moxie, you're
Oh.
on the edge.
I ain't about that. Having health. Being unstressed.
I've spent 5 moxie.
If you lose all your moxie, we basically do a Call of Cthulhu insanity
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
You can spend it 1 for 1 to get extra dice on any roll.
Okay, so the inspiration adds.
Right. So it adds dice.
Try one of these.
And it also lets you re-roll your entire dice roll. And it's also used for some powers, but I won't say what.
Spooky.
And you might lose moxie during the course of the game.
Yeah, that's the fear.
My God.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I
So
spent
what did everybody spend?
2 moxie.
I spent 3 moxie.
Okay.
5.
5 moxie, 1 clone.
Holy
Spent-
shit.
You only have 3 moxie to your name.
How did your clone die?
Let's see. So we live in like a city.
It's more like a network.
Okay.
Like an underground network
An
society
underground
thing.
complex.
All right.
With everything has its purpose.
Sci-fi dystopian.
It's big, I'll say that. It's very big.
GHX 1138.
Hmm. Mine was trying to learn. My life was spent trying to learn more about computers and how things work and are built.
Mm-hmm.
And he spent too much time doing it.
I
Just
told
kinda
him-
overload.
I told him I'd be able to bring him back because I was confident in my medical prowess, and it went horribly wrong. So it was an experiment.
But how did you die?
You
He was a clone.
Yeah, but
How did you die?
so when the
Right,
clones
right.
in this,
Okay.
there's only one at a time, and it's
Um,
you at all times, right?
Yeah.
I signed
Oh,
up for a
would you-
pharmaceutical trial
Okay.
to get money.
They got plenty of
It killed me.
things like that.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
That would not be uncommon.
All right. Perfect. How did you die? God, to have that question asked of you. That's good. I like that.
Okay. Everyone done then?
Yeah.
So then no one has a skill over 5 or a stat over 3.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Good. Let me just...
All these suspicious looking cards over there.
Oh, I got cards.
He's got a deck.
Cards. We're playing Battlestar Galactica.
Ooh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Friend computer.
That's right.
Yeah.
Gotta draw a face. Don't know what I am.
What do you mean you don't know what you are? You're not an alien.
I don't know what I am. Are people in the society are they all like same, are they all like same face people? Or are they like,
No, you're an individual.
Yeah.
okay.
What do you need?
We
Actually, I gotta start working on my character sketch.
Exactly.
In pen.
In that's right.
No take backs.
Yep.
Okay. Hand out some secret society cards.
Oh, jeez.
As of course you might be a part of secret society,
I'd love to be part of a secret society.
which is of course highly treasonous.
Oh.
Makes sense. That would be frowned
Often
upon.
executed on spot.
Mm.
Your card is right there. Do with it what you will.
How ironic.
to sow paranoia, just know that there are secret societies that will try to seek the death of any loyal clones. So keep that in mind. Okay. Sean might have to take a break. You can pass your character sheets to the left again.
Well, Thomas, this is the foundation of your character.
Oh yeah, it was like these are your now your characters.
No, it's still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be funny.
That'd be pretty wild.
You're gonna take one of the adjectives listed on the sheet, and you're gonna flip it to the opposite.
Like personality.
Yep, whatever you want, and the person whose character it is can bribe if they don't want it to happen, or it has to happen to one of them. But loyal could become disloyal, for example.
Mert has compassionate on here, but I already know that for Mert that means the opposite already, so I can't flip it. It's already,
that makes sense.
it's
I
already
don't want to
gonna
make
turn
Donnie
around.
unfriendly, because then he just has no hope. What about vacuous?
You can bribe with your secret society card as well, if you're
I
interested.
feel like if I make
Wait.
Thomas patient,
You can also bribe with your clones or moxie points as well.
You can give clones in order for this
Well,
section right here.
clones
for
is like a
personality.
currency, yeah.
What's the opposite of inspiring?
Uninspiring.
Yeah.
Listless.
No, not listless.
To not be inspiring, you have to be unnoticeable. Just
Or it could be like actively like
offensive.
Yeah,
like
offensive.
depressing people.
Off-putting.
Yeah.
Off-putting. That's what I'd like to change.
Okay.
I'd like to make you off-putting.
All right, that's fun.
Okay.
Phil, I'm changing contemplative to vacuous.
I need to find some antonyms.
oh
Okay.
man.
I'm
All right,
vacuous.
Thomas.
Yeah,
What am I?
it's like,
Jealous, friendly,
Well,
and vacuous.
yep.
You're trustworthy, suggestible, and impatient. I feel like if you is there an opposite word of trustworthy?
Untrustworthy.
That's what I feel like it's just you
Suspicious?
just tack it on there, right?
If you're a suspicious person,
So he's impatient and suspicious.
Yeah.
No, shut up. No, leave me alone.
Oh, hold on. Suspicious would be like I don't trust other people.
Right.
Trustworthy is like I think. It's like I'm.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like
saying.
I'd be a man of my word. or
You're the
something.
trustworthy
so if I
person.
can't be trusted,
Maybe that's what it
that's
is.
what you mean, right?
Yeah.
It's just like I think it's just untrusted, not trustworthy.
All right, there you go, Phil. You have been changed. And I am off-putting. I used to be an inspiring leader. Now people just kind of look at
Let me see your card.
Yeah.
what's the opposite of bold?
timid.
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 Yep.
Yeah.
He's listless, timid, and compassionate.
And compassion.
Just the ideal enemy to have.
Just a list.
Just absolutely no threat.
Listless and timid.
All right, you're untrustworthy.
Sorry, Mert.
But I'm still compassionate. All right.
I'm just not even. No thoughts are going on in my head.
That's for you.
Thanks, Dad.
Pass me that bullet.
Pass the bullet, please. It's time to build up. Now I have no thoughts.
Okay.
What did Tom do to you?
He made me off-putting.
Off-putting.
Yep.
So those that did not burn any clones, in the upper right, your clone number is 1. I think for everyone else that burned a clone, you're number 2 then.
Oh, where would you put?
I thought that was like number. Of
Where would you
clones.
put the clones that you had?
It's just countdown from 6, I assume.
No.
Starts at 1.
Goes up.
Your first clone died.
Oh, okay.
So you're
I
at 2.
gotcha. You're on clone number 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Numero dos.
So once you get to 6, that's your last life.
Since the act of me giving the card was public, I'll let everyone know that I did give Mert a mutant power card.
Oh. Cool.
We'll remind everyone, possessing mutant powers, just like being in a secret society, is highly treasonous.
I figured.
Okay. Let's begin.
Is that to be strictly meta knowledge that our character should insulate from completely, knowing that right now?
Well, here's the thing. And I don't want to say too much, but
yeah.
if you were to just execute him, because you assumed he had a mutant power,
yeah,
but you had no proof,
that would be
also treasonous.
Treasonous. Okay. Yep.
So, okay.
It's all about gathering evidence.
You come to consciousness. You open your eyes, and although you know you've never been here before, you somehow know where it is. An infrared clearance cloning and briefing room for new citizens of Alpha Complex. White, tiled, clean, a bit chilly, empty apart from the other people here, and a neat line of uniforms hanging from pegs along one wall. And security cameras for your security. There are other people here. Like you, they are slightly damp, rather confused, and very naked. Well, quite naked. Strategic locations on their bodies are hidden by a cloud of pixelization. So you realize as you glance down are yours. Names float in the air above their heads. They are Thard,
Julius for Thomas.
Julius, Donnie, and Bob. Now the name that actually appears is going to be that name plus I think IR for infrared. And then your home sector, which is PXR.
What are you?
Oh, you looking at my portrait?
What are you?
What are you?
You're like a super mutant.
And then the last thing is your clone number.
Okay.
So your name would be Bob IR PXR 2. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Greetings, new citizens. The voice issues from hidden speakers around the room. Welcome to your first day in Alpha Complex. Any previous days in Alpha Complex, you may recall, are pseudo-memories uploaded to your brain lobes to aid orientation and minimize psychotic incidents in fresh clones. As citizens of Alpha Complex, you are now valued members of our great community. You will be given roles and tasks, some simple and some perilous, and your contributions will be rewarded with... There's an explosion in the distance, drowning out the voice. The room shakes slightly. An alarm sounds for a few seconds and cuts out. A chunk of tiling falls from the ceiling, crashing onto a scrub bot, a small cleaning robot that had been sitting silently in one corner next to a stack of mops. There's a brief silence, and then the words form in the air, "Please stand by." A moment later, two more form. The door. What do you do?
The words, the door form.
Yep.
I look for a door.
You see a door?
I move towards it.
Okay. As you do so, the door opens, and a woman comes in. The name floating above her head is Roz R. HYT 2. Her eyes are focused on something in front of her that you can't see. Her red jumpsuit matches her hair. A memory you've never accessed before tells you that she's red level, and you're infrared, which means she's one level of security clearance above you, and she can tell you what to do. She does. Get dressed, clones, she says. Alpha Complex needs you. We've had a full-on terrorist attack on the lowest level of a nearby sector, and it's all hands to the pump. You don't need the rest of the briefing. If you need to know anything, look it up in Alphapedia through your cerebral cortex implant. Everyone's got their CC running, right? Everyone can see my name. She points in the air above her head.
Yes,
You all can.
Affirmative.
You're not a robot.
He's off. Look at this man. Look at this man.
He's like the Terminator.
He's like a fucking cat. He's Lion-O.
Not trustworthy. Okay. Roz
And the no
continues.
pupils even settles it even more. Just
I'm a
completely
child
unsettling.
of the digital age.
Great. Your cerebral cortex is your link to your friend, the computer. Information, directions, mission updates, XP points, holovids, and the rest. It's all beamed straight to your eyeball display. Anything else you need to know, sub-vocalize it. The computer can see and hear everything you can, so you don't have to describe anything. The computer knows already.
Alright.
So, if any of you ever wish to communicate with the computer without anyone else knowing, you can write it a note.
Okay.
Which is me.
Yeah.
Okay. Grab your mops. You're all working for technical services. And your first job is, she scans the room, to get that scrub bot repaired. Escort it to the technical services depot down the corridor. Make sure nothing else happens to it. Don't screw it up. Alpha Complex needs a lot of scrubbing right now. You'll get 10 XP points each for this. She leaves.
Yes, ma'am. I wish to service the scrub bot.
I wish to service.
And then later, the woman
Okay.
in the red jumpsuit. Okay.
I'm going to assume you all get dressed as well.
Yeah.
Just naked scrubbing going on.
It's treasonous.
Okay.
I try to feel my pixelated genitals.
To see if your hand just goes through
Like,
or not.
does my hand become pixelated? Does it feel like pixels?
Probably when it goes down
Yeah,
there.
when it gets down there, your
Does it
hand
feel
becomes...
normal?
Oh yeah, it's there.
Alright. Let's make it sure.
Okay, the scrub bot is a cleaning robot the size of a suitcase. It's currently making a high-pitched whining noise.
Okay.
Who knows how to fix a robot? Well, we have to get it fixed somewhere, right?
Can we Google it on Alphapedia?
Computer.
Like scrub bot. What do you know about scrub bots?
He said
Alphapedia.
computer. Yes, citizen.
Where should we take the scrub bot?
We were told where to take the
I am
scrub bot.
vacuous.
Oh, God. Well, I can't stop your vacuousness.
Please consult your supervisor for information.
Okay.
We have to consult our supervisor.
Yeah.
Ross will be
We'll
mad
do
at
that.
us.
Don't worry. I want to stoop down and attempt to repair the scrub bot.
Okay. So we're
I
gonna
don't know
need.
if you should do that.
I will. It's no problem. I'm an expert.
We're gonna need a stat and a skill.
Okay.
So probably it's going to be engineer
Okay.
and
Boy.
mechanics.
Okay.
So what are your numbers?
I have a 3 mechanics and a 2 engineer.
So 5 dice. And you're always going to roll the computer dice as well.
Was that an extra dice?
It is in that bag. It is the red one. It has
Look at
a-
that. Yeah.
A little bunch of dice.
It has a computer symbol in place of the 6. And if you roll the computer symbol,
Something
happens.
All right.
So that one's important to keep on. Are
Alright.
these important or are these just more dice for us?
Just
to roll?
more dice.
Let's get you up and running there, buddy. I have 2 successes.
Okay, hold on.
This music sounds perfect for what we're doing.
Just constantly looping in the
Just
background.
looping.
Yeah.
Looper.
Okay, and you didn't roll the computer symbol.
Nope.
Okay. You successfully diagnose the problem,
Okay.
but it's definitely going to require some more engineering in order to actually fix it.
So our 2 unit is a bad motivator.
Yeah, that's what you deduced.
Okay. Well, that sucks. Not much we can do. But maybe with the right equipment, we'll need to get it out of here, that's for sure. I'm not one for brawn, so
I grab
suppose one of you can drag it.
I grab a
You
mop.
do know that it can move under its own power, but slowly.
Okay. Well, someone get behind it and give it a boost.
I give it a nice tap with a mop.
I don't
Move,
think
robot.
tapping's gonna do shit. Push, man.
I tap it.
Put your DNA
Okay.
into it.
It starts to whir even louder, but it does start moving
Yeah.
straight forward.
There we go.
Alright, let's make sure there's no terrorists around. I mean, it'd be a shame if you guys died. I'm off putting.
What are you?
Oh, I'm off putting. But all right, who's taking point?
Not me.
I will.
You're timid, right?
He was once bold.
That's what I'm going for.
Well, I guess that leaves you because he's pushing.
I'm pushing.
I
Tapping.
don't mind.
Okay.
I want to take an extra uniform off the hook.
You think
I don't know.
extra uniform?
I don't know if I
Those are
like
just
him
the
at
perfect
point.
number.
I don't know.
Is there cameras in here?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because I was thinking about breaking off a hook, take the hook, but that would be treasonous. I think. All right.
All right, let's get going.
Congratulations on joining the Alpha Complex workforce, citizens. Please accept 1 XP point each as a bonus.
Thank you, computer.
XP points can be spent on necessities or luxuries, including increasing your security level. Before you leave the briefing room, ask yourself the following 3 questions. 1. Do I have all of my equipment with me? 2. Do I know where I'm going? 4. Do I know what to do when I get there? 6. Do any of the people around me look like mutants, terrorists, or other forms of traitors? If the answer to any of these questions is no, or in some cases yes, then ask your mission briefing operative for clarification. Good luck with your mission, citizens.
I want to take a hard look at my companions and look for signs of mutinism.
Hard luck. You're the most mutinous of us.
That's just a portrait.
Okay.
It means nothing.
It's artistic
Can we
license.
just take that as a human?
Yes.
Well, it's hard to say. You don't really know what a mutant looks like.
Okay. Well, then you guys. I mean, none of you are acting like mutants.
If I look at all these men, who looks the most different from the others?
Based on my understanding, it would be this guy.
Yeah. I'll just fold my arms and glare at me.
Do you have like tribal tattoos?
I think
He's got like cat
Those
ears
are-
and like
I
crazy.
think we're all good
She's
here.
got deep ears, like
He's got
This
super
is
hair.
what I based my.
Come on, guys. We're all clones. We're not terrorists.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm just cool. I'm just a cyberpunk guy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys check out, so that's good. Hate to get in trouble with our good buddy.
Ross,
the computer.
computer.
Yes.
Well, he seems
So-
like a nice guy.
Yep. Let's move out.
Tap tap.
What are you tapping?
The robot.
I mean,
Tapping into the
we don't
ass.
have any belongings apart from our uniform.
We've just woken.
You just woke.
Yep. So no, we got everything.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
get
so you
this
head for the
robot
door?
going.
Yep.
Citizens, please recall that issued equipment is your responsibility, and there will be penalties for not taking care of any materials assigned to you. If you leave your equipment in the room, it may fall into the hands of terrorists.
Okay.
Did everyone grab their mount?
Oh.
You're what?
I'm holding my mop.
All right.
It's a good idea.
I'll be emphatic.
You are number 1.
I'm number 1.
I'll grab my mop.
I guess I'll grab my mop too.
I'll get my
Is
mop.
this the thing in the game? Did
Yes.
I hear the computer
There's
say?
like
Confetti.
streamers and confetti come out.
They're just in the Ross.
Man. Look at you.
They're rolling on top.
Wow.
Donnie's rolling to the top.
Okay. The scrub bot sort of collides into the wall near the door.
We gotta steer him a bit
Yeah,
better.
I tried.
I'll help him steer it away from the wall.
Okay. So you're gonna just physically like.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
I mean, so the door was open. He just
Careful,
went
guys,
awry,
careful.
or was there nowhere for him to go?
The door opened. You just sort of.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna need to guide him.
yeah. Let's
Yep.
do that.
Okay. It's going very slowly, and it's pretty heavy, so it takes both of you to sort of
Okay.
guide it along the right path
All
towards the door. Okay. You leave the room. You enter into a hallway, and your cerebral cortex activates yet again. A large yellow arrow appears in the air in front of you, indicating you should turn left down the corridor.
I think that's the way we gotta go.
Unfortunately, you can't see much of the corridor as it's obscured by the arrow.
Wonderful. Well, steer the
Keep
robot that
going.
way. Right.
Yep.
Try to.
You said it. You're number one after all.
He's number 1.
Number 1.
Okay. As you're leaving the room, sirens suddenly blare and a large pop-up window appears in your field of view, alerting you to the proximity of wanted terrorist Wasnam, the Not Dead. Be careful. He may be after your mops.
I get my
Guard
mop
this-
ready.
Guard this
Stick
with my
first. I hold it like a javelin.
Okay.
That's no good.
The pop-up message is blocking most of your sight.
Can we close out of it?
No.
Okay.
But around the edges, you suddenly spot a man in a black uniform like yours sprinting down the corridor towards you. He looks terrified. 5 gold stars float in the air above his head where most people have names. What do you do?
Friend computer will be real
I hit him.
proud of us if we stop this man.
You're going to hit him?
Javelin man.
With your mop? Or with your fist?
Actually, I don't want to break the mop, so I'm just gonna maybe a shoulder check. Or
Okay.
something.
Then I'm going to need violence plus melee.
How many do you get? Oh, these will be
6.
yours and mine. Yeah.
It's 6
Watch out for that.
plus the computer die.
What's that?
The red die.
The red die.
I'll take one more.
Different red die.
Looks like 3 successes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a brute.
This man of brutishness.
3 success?
Yeah.
What'd you get on the...
Oh, 1.
Okay. Okay. So you body check him, and he spins, sort of bouncing off of you, and he trips to the ground. You hear a loud cracking sound, and he doesn't move.
I investigate.
I say we just keep going.
Yeah, I keep nudging.
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
his
yeah.
keep nudging
coins?
the
Can I
robot.
I try to reach for his coins.
The gold
The
stars.
coins above his head.
The stars.
Oh,
A star.
I mean, those are just in the air. And
His coin.
Can I have his coin?
the
Like
coins.
I thought those were like
Video
golden
game
stars.
world.
I thought they were for grabs, like you hit them and stars come out of them.
It's a mini game within the society.
His the sirens immediately stop, and other people that are in the hallway are all staring at the 4 of you. Wasp's name is very dead, and it's your fault. A squad of troubleshooters thunder around the corridor, resplendent in their red armor, laser pistols drawn, and halt by the corpse. Their leader fixes you with one metallic eye. Which of you is responsible for this?
Stop the terrorist.
Pointing a laser pistol at you. And then he looks at the ceiling. Friend computer! I'm arresting this infrared working party for the unauthorized termination of the notorious fleeing terrorist known as Wasp's name. The computer interrupts. Congratulations, infrared working party. You have aided Alpha Complex with your selfless act of quick thinking. One less terrorist is one more reason to sleep well tonight. Each of you receives 500 XP points immediately.
Oh my god.
This is enough to raise each of you to red level. Well done. The troubleshooters applaud while looking incredibly annoyed. The computer continues. However, sensory feedback indicates the destruction of valuable Alpha Complex equipment, specifically a revised standard mop. Your mop got sort of cracked
the
in the
crack.
process.
Even though I purposely tried not to use it.
Yeah.
Alright.
With the shoulder
Infrared working party. Each of you has 5 XP points deducted as a lesson in taking care of valuable items in your care.
Oh no.
In recognition of your abilities, you are being reassigned to a new mission where there will be less chance of damage to equipment. Await new briefing details. Thank you.
Alright.
I just sort of sit down.
How much XP do you all have?
496.
Yep. Okay. You are 4 points away from promotion to red level.
So we're back down
but
to
so
IR.
close.
But we're still being reassigned.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Okay.
are being reassigned.
I think more be not worried about breaking stuff. I'm gonna be hitting rocks in a quarry.
Breaking men.
The
Grabbing
troubleshooters
coins.
leave.
Okay.
A large scrub bot appears from a hatch in the wall and makes itself busy ingesting the corpse of Wasnake.
Just like
I just
like
imagine,
a street
imagine
sweeper.
like how snakes swallow huge bodies.
It
It's
also
like,
takes the cracked mop and the smaller scrub.
just eats them all.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Nightmare.
Roz reappears from down the corridor bearing a sheet of paper. I suppose you think you're clever.
No, ma'am.
Sector's in crisis, and you go around interrupting the work of troubleshooters. I'm not impressed. Plus, you've been reassigned, effective immediately. It says here you're to go to Sector HOY, where you might find a plug, unplug it, and plug it back in again. Don't ask me questions. I know as much as you do. Cerebral cortex will guide you. Keep hold of your mops. This is a 150 XP point mission. And, oh great, apparently I'm coming too.
He doesn't have a mop anymore.
Is that true?
It ate your
It
mom.
ate your mop.
Oh.
Well,
But we're going to plug something.
you won't need it. Yeah.
Yep.
A notification pops up in everyone's cerebral cortex, directing them to the nearest production, logistics, and commissary depot. Roz immediately starts moving, following the arrow.
We better follow her.
Yes.
Follow vacuously.
What does that even mean?
He follows without thinking.
Just
Yep.
Okay.
Plods along.
You
Yep.
follow the arrow that fills up your view.
Yep.
Production, logistics, and commissary turns out to be next door to the technical services department you were supposed to deliver the scrub bot to. PLC, your cerebral cortex reminds you, is where you get mission critical equipment from. A bored looking technician looks up at you. Infrared work party to Sector HOY.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait there. And now you guys get equipment.
Oh.
So fun. Fun is mandatory.
Yep.
fun is mandatory.
That's what it says on the cards.
There's a lot of great T-shirt designs in these quotes.
Oh, yeah.
Have a nice day or else. That make people real comfortable, like at a fair or something. You just walking
Yeah.
through, glaring at people.
Have fun or else.
That's really funny.
That's how you get escorted by the real patrol
Yeah.
guard, whatever the red.
So is this game at all made to be a campaign of any type, really?
Sometimes.
Don't we
but
have a
usually-
campaign of
Yeah.
some
Any
like,
time.
I just imagine, like, it's gotta be a shorter campaign still.
It's
but
meant for just sort of fun evening.
yeah, that's it. Seems more perfect
Okay.
for this.
The technician hands the equipment to Roz, ticking each one off on a checklist. Crowbar, issued the last one an hour ago. Breathing apparatus, we're out. Jetpacks, he gives Roz a long-suffering look. Scrub bot. And we were supposed to have one come through from technical services, but there's been some sort of a hitch. You got mops. They'll do. Sign here. Roz signs, takes the megaphone, and gives out the rest of the equipment. So she takes one of your 4 pieces of equipment you were given. So I get to decide. Well, I, as Roz,
Yeah.
am deciding who gets what. And since I really don't know much about your character sheets, let's see here. I'm gonna give Phil this.
By the jetpack.
Body armor.
Do we
Oh,
get
nice.
to know what it is?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
it's not like we're hiding it under our arms as she gets.
okay.
Yeah, I've got the bullet, so you want to
Yeah.
give it? Yep.
Do
Okay.
you have a bullet? Oh. I have a bullet. Who has a jetpack?
I have a beautiful mind.
Does
my equipment?
Does Bob have a jetpack?
No. I heal people.
That's freaking mutant. Just
What?
I heal people. You gave me a
Oh
med
yeah,
kit.
yeah,
I
yeah.
heal
You can just
people.
say it was a med kit. You can all see it was a med kit.
Both timid and listless. What a combo.
Yeah, it's terrible.
She hands a form to the 3 of you to sign for the equipment.
Oh, okay.
I want to read the fine print.
You don't get one.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's true. I don't have to
You
look
didn't-
at
you
anything.
don't
All
have to
right.
sign- You're good.
I'll just steeple my fingers behind my head and relax. Excellent.
What
Okay.
if we have to use them? Just bring back the remains?
What?
You gave me 3 med kits. What if I have to use one?
Then you have to use one.
Okay.
Bring back the remains.
The remains. No, the cleaner bottle coming. Just
No, God.
yeah.
Roz
Like a vacuum.
rubs her forehead. Alright, let's get this over with. A new arrow pops up leading to Sector HOY.
Ahoy.
So Roz,
Yes.
you're a 2, huh?
Yep.
So am I. Small world.
Not that small.
Fair enough. Alright. I'm off.
Sector HOY is not very close. Roz leads you to a bank of turbo elevators and punches in your destination. The doors close behind you. The elevator drops, changes its mind, goes briefly sideways, and then up. It's meant to do that, Roz says. At least it does that. The ride seems to go on for a while, and it's not possible to tell if the elevator is moving anymore or just standing still and vibrating.
Is there any music?
No.
Okay. They ought to get music for these elevators. Helps pass the time. You know, you guys are not much for conversation, so.
Well, you know I'm number one.
Yeah, you sure are.
I just smile.
Oh, I forgot to give out you guys' roles.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Instigator,
Yeah.
betrayer, leech.
Let's do this
Nice positive.
Random.
Yeah, all the rolls.
completely randomly.
These are our standard team rolls in our business.
Dead weight. Alright. No problem,
This
sir.
is not a secret.
Okay.
Bounds.
Oh, so this is, if we can tell.
You should all be aware of what your duties are.
Does it say alpha complex on all of them?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Loyalty officer.
Oh. Wait, does it say alpha complex on yours?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it does.
alright.
It's in the little.
The thing on the left is the
Yeah,
actual.
Okay.
left.
Ensuring mission objectives are carried out appropriately.
What's your title?
Should be on the
That's
left.
Well, team
icon.
leader.
Whoa!
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
Hey, hey.
I'm off pudding. You'll do as I say. I'm the team leader. I'm gonna give you
But
clearance.
he's number one.
I'm number one, and I'm the loyalty officer.
You're number one below me. Yes.
Everyone's guilty of something.
No, that's true. They're not guilty of working hard
We
enough.
can't trade these, can we?
Well, this just came
you
up
can't. Those are
perfectly.
your roles.
It's good in one way
Right.
and weird in another. I
What
don't know
is-
how I'm gonna play this.
What are you?
What are you?
I'm the combat officer
That's
with a
right.
bang, and I have the gun 5.
Your
good.
light,
But
I'm
our
this
lives are in
person.
your hands.
Friend computer knew that.
He knew you would be the best. Yep.
I'm the equipment officer. I ensure all equipment is used appropriately and at approved levels. I oversee the maintenance and safekeeping of all equipment. And return all equipment to the issuing official.
Yep. Well, you don't need to worry. I don't have any equipment
Okay.
Alright.
except for my
So
mom.
mine, it's deciding and explaining tactics, instructing and demonstrating best practice in combat, ensuring that all combats are carried out satisfactorily, determining what went wrong. Julius, what went wrong when that terrorist put it wrong?
I thought it went
You should have
perfectly.
thrown your mop to the
I
side.
tried to protect it.
You gotta get. You can't let it get cracked next time. We
Yeah,
can't
I'm the
afford
equipment officer. You don't have to tell me.
it. Okay.
So we have team leader, equipment officer, combat officer,
Loyalty.
and loyalty officer. Oof. Watch out for the
that's-
loyalty officer.
Yeah, that's who I feel
A
like.
loyal member of Alpha Complex might not destroy a map.
Okay.
Okay.
The elevator is still vibrating along.
So what's the ETA, miss? Do you know how long it takes to get to this sector?
Well, it's hard to say. Elevators sometimes take odd routes.
Why would it do that?
Are you questioning
No, I'm
the
just
efficacy of Alpha Complex?
wondering. Not at all, man.
I'd like to ask the computer a question. I say, computer,
Yes, citizen.
are there any disloyal elevators?
A gold star appears above your head. You can mark down a treason star.
Oh. I like how long it took for the computer to respond. No.
We know this thing?
Yes, questioning the loyalty of any of the machines within Alpha Complex is a treasonous offense.
Oh shit!
Oh.
I'm the loyalty officer.
Yeah, it's probably gonna get
Did we
questioned.
hear him ask that, or is that all just like in his brain?
Unless he hands me a note, you hear.
I spoke it aloud.
Donnie,
Yeah.
why are you doing
I
that?
have to. It's my job. It's my
We'll
job.
get there soon enough.
Well,
Your job is illegal?
as team leader, I need to keep up my strength, so you guys just alert me when we're there, and I'll kind of settle into a corner of the elevator and just doze off.
Okay.
Okay, when we get there, we're gonna unplug the thing if it's unplugged, and we're gonna plug it in.
Is that what we're doing?
That's
Good thing.
the job.
I don't know.
We're gonna
What?
fight the plug.
What are we trying to do?
Plug in a thing that was unplugged.
Well,
So we said it
Plug.
unplugged.
that's what Roz said facetiously.
Yeah.
Like a
She
plug
doesn't
what are we trying
really
to
know what the
fix?
problem is.
There's
Yeah,
a
you're
problem.
fixing something.
Yeah,
What are we
we're
fixing?
something.
Yeah, you don't know.
Okay. Who's got what equipment?
The elevator
Got
stops
body armor.
vibrating, but the doors do not open.
I don't think I've fallen asleep yet.
Probably not.
Okay. Oh, okay, we're ready. And then I'll... Oh, no, doors aren't opening. Hit the door open, buddy.
Okay. As the doors open, through the gap, you see that the elevator has stopped about a meter below the red carpeted floor level. No, the floor is moving. In slow motion, a wave of viscous red fluid cascades into the elevator compartment, covering you up to your waist. It smells of strawberry flavoring.
No!
Outside, the huge lobby area is awash with it. The guiding arrow appears, pointing straight ahead. Your destination, it says, is subsector K-15.
Alright, nothing like wading through some strawberry juice.
Luckily,
Up to it.
luckily I've got power armor.
Yes, everyone out of the elevator. Go. Move.
Okay.
Roz, taste some of it.
How is it?
It's not blood, is it?
It's red dessert topping.
Of what quality? Good?
Alpha Complex only produces the highest quality
Well,
product.
then I must sample some myself. And I will.
Okay, it's sugary sweet.
Okay. Now let's move.
Okay.
Yeah, there must have been some breach in a vat.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
It'll all be
plug it.
repaired in good time, I'm sure.
Why are you breathing heavily on my feet?
What the
I saw the cross out and I was trying to read what the word was.
Vacuous.
Alright, has everyone left the elevator? I instructed you to do so.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I have my mop.
Alright, well then
Okay.
follow the arrow and mind where you step.
Keep
Okay.
the mop out of the goo.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, alright.
It's fills up the entire area to a depth of about 1 meter.
Okay.
It's very thick to move through.
Any of you have any equipment that can make this easier?
Well,
No.
I'm wearing this body armor. I don't know how that
Alright.
makes it easier for me.
We could eat it.
Is there any way to get to higher ground and somewhat follow the path of the arrow, or is it all just kind of a flat area?
It's fairly flat.
Okay.
Yeah. There is furniture, but it's sort of like floating in the viscous mix.
Yes. And we cite no other citizens of Alpha Complex here.
No, there are inhabitants almost
Okay.
everywhere because the place is filled.
Yeah.
And they're just like swimming.
Yeah, pretty much.
Treading strawberry.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Treading strawberry.
Big vat. Holy moly.
Okay. Well, we have to help them.
Just keep moving.
Alright.
Okay. It is slow going.
Especially in body armor.
I don't know, maybe it makes me stronger.
Oh yeah, it's definitely getting into your equipment.
Oh yeah, it's actually negative to athletics body armor. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Only defends.
You move out of the lobby and down the passage in the direction of the glowing arrow. Away from the big spaces, the flooded sector seems largely deserted. Going is slow. The red fluid slops lazily against the corridor walls. Most of the doors are closed, though the ones that aren't, you can see... Through the ones that aren't, you can see ordinary rooms. Their contents bobbing about.
It'd be terrible to live in this district with the current crisis.
Yes, of course.
All the more important, we need to complete our mission.
Okay.
Following the arrow.
Alright.
I'd like to ask a secret question of the computer.
Are you going to write me a note?
I would like to.
How to get another star.
Yeah.
That's gone so well for you so far.
I can give you some scratch paper.
Word
It
has,
has to be super secret treason paper.
Word has offered me paper, which I've
That's
accepted.
normal paper.
Keep it safe. Keep it secret. Sean, are you aware of the score?
And soon will be. But usually when you ask me that, it's a good... Oh, it is a good thing.
It is a very
It is a good thing. Alright, nice.
Not that I had much worries, but the nets are...
It's so weird to just be on, like, cruise control with checking on Buck's score. Like, most of the time these days, it's just like, oh, it's fine, man.
Yes, yep.
Here we go.
Be at
Here we
40
go. Here we
wins
go.
before 20 losses. It's just not... That's
Not
so
so
good, man. Nice.
This is what you're getting back from
The
the
computer
computer.
responding.
Yeah.
You're getting more stars. If you ask the friend computer, an uncomfortable question, that's what
You get the response back. No.
Okay. Wanted to know.
Will I be punished if I kill all my fellow?
Oh wow, ambitious type. All right.
Okay, so you walk past.
Then, as you're tortured to death, he says, "This is not punishment. This is education." And then you die. All right.
You walk past a red level dormitory. So you see
computer.
some beds, chairs, some small lockers floating around.
I wish to inspect one of the lockers.
Okay.
Yep.
You find personal possessions, some pictures, candy bar.
Kept a candy bar in this locker. I can't wait to have this candy bar.
Hey man,
Yeah, that's true.
you've got a sweaty personality.
Alright, one more locker.
Okay.
Scavenging through lockers as we're going along.
You find what the
Can I
hell?
find a wrench?
Okay, you find a wrench.
Perfect.
You take it.
I requisition it for the mission.
Okay, Roz. Friend computer.
I will club her.
You club.
She's clearly about to say something compromising.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Oh my!
Roz is being clubbed.
He is clubbing Roz.
What did she try to do?
She's about to report me
For what?
for taking a wrench.
Taking a wrench from a red level dormitory.
Although it's unlikely I'd actually be able to probably close the distance to her, because you said this is slow moving, like strawberry fluid.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm like waiting towards her as she's saying this probably.
All right. then she'd get out a little bit more. You can make your violence melee roll.
Okay.
She says, "Friend computer, I'd like to report
Okay.
Thard Infrared for stealing personal property of a red level citizen."
Okay. So I have a -5 melee, but a 1 violence.
I think. Oh,
do I
God.
just get
Computer
1
dice.
die if it's like bad?
No.
Oh, it's not one of those. You don't even have a chance.
No, you get a chance.
Oh, okay.
You're just not gonna like it.
All right.
Oh,
You
no.
get to roll the computer
Yeah.
dice.
Yeah.
And that
Just the
is your
computer
roll.
dice.
I think no. That could be the truth, but let me just see.
Just
How dare
Okay.
she?
So really, you have then a -4.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you're gonna roll 4 dice
Oh no.
plus the computer dice.
Okay.
Take the lowest.
Any dice that don't show 5 or 6 subtract from your successes.
Okay.
None
All of
show.
them.
That's a bad one.
And what about the computer dice?
Uh,
Okay, 2.
Yep.
So just a complete failure.
Yep.
He swings and misses.
Okay.
Hopefully it won't even look like a swing. It's just such an inept attempt that I just like and then just fall.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's it'll be interesting.
Oh God. You have 4 treason stars above your head.
They can sense
Third.
intent.
What have you done?
What are you? Third.
Citizens in sector HOY. There is a wanted traitor in the sector.
I grip him.
I swing him up at him.
That mop.
Oh shit! No! I swing him up. No.
Alright, we're tangoing.
Hold on.
Alright.
I want him to finish his statement.
Okay.
That feels-
Maybe this won't happen.
No. That's gonna be my ass.
That's just my mom. My
Successful termination of this traitor will reward 100 XP points.
That's enough to get to level red.
This is what we call power level. Sacrificial lamb for you guys. Alright, well let's tango.
Yeah.
Alright, so Adam, in playing my personality, I feel sorry for him.
He's timid.
Yeah.
Then I spend
I don't
Compassion.
understand what led
I
him to
spend
this.
a moxie to put a pretty much a
I mean, you don't want to say out loud what you're doing,
right.
so you can.
I have to write that as a note
Yeah.
to you. Okay.
You,
Oh, you're gonna
you
hold
don't-
on to
You
it.
don't want to say it out loud.
No, I figured it out.
chaos of this
You're
world.
using this on who?
Ross.
Oh, okay.
You're using it on Ross. What a turnaround.
Yep.
Yeah.
From new citizens to criminals.
From loyal scrub bot fixer to top tier criminal.
I was number 1, and
This is
now
how you,
I mean, he always looked pretty shady. Let's be
this
honest.
is how you can be somebody in this world.
For that wrench, he's about to die for that wrench.
Yeah.
I put him in his chokehold.
Hold on. There's an order of events.
There is an order.
I
In there.
destroy him. I destroy him.
You'll try. I mean, hopefully I'll come back. This is the new and
Well, number
improved
three.
Number 2, yeah, number 3.
Uh-huh.
With no stars on your head.
I love
Right.
I love it's a picture with his name and then the 4 stars above it.
No.
Like
I don't know the extent of my
Mm-hmm.
possibilities, but I figured you assume that that's what I would try to do.
Compassion. It's a powerful emotion.
And you spent the moxie.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Roz suddenly says, "Friend computer, this was all just a misunderstanding. please rescind the trees and stars. And the computer says, I am sorry, but I cannot do that. I do not make mistakes.
Okay.
So you have, you want to put him in a chokehold. Okay. I'm going to give out action cards to everybody.
Oh my goodness.
These all mine.
Yep. Everyone gets 4.
Oh my.
Are they the same or are they all different?
Oh, these the big old collection.
What?
Okay.
Oh wow. Is Roz involved as well, or is she just standing by?
She's an NPC.
Oh, okay.
So they have a. Each action card has an action order,
Yeah, I see that.
which is sort of in the middle, towards the right. It either has like a
An arrow going upward.
yeah, it either has an arrow or it'll say like medium, or sometimes there won't be anything. It'll just say action order with a number, stuff like that. That is the order in which actions are resolved. Equipment cards also have a action order as well, although those are usually like based on your skill.
Is higher good or looks better?
No, I think you want lower. And they each have a description telling you what they
Yeah.
do. The ones that have the arrow, those are reactionary cards.
Okay.
You play those as a reaction. So, basically a round is everyone places a card face down. No, I think you want a higher number, I'm sorry. So everyone places a card face down. I count down from 10 to 0. You each act on when your action order number is. You can lie about your action order number.
Oh, what with it face down?
Yes, with it face down.
Okay.
And then you resolve actions, meaning that you either play the card, so you flip it over, you just do whatever it says, and then you get rid of it. So it's like a one-time thing.
Yeah.
You can put the card back in your hand without showing it to anyone and just take a basic action. So this means you don't lose the card and allows you to lie. Or you can discard the card, take a basic action with +1 die. So giving up a card to just do something with a little better. Yeah, generally the actions are the best stuff along with the equipment. But a basic action is just like anything we would normally do in an RPG.
Punch a person.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone call you out if they think you're lying.
Yes, someone can call you out. And you have to flip the card then to show if you were telling the truth or not.
It's just a matter of truth of action order, right?
Right, it's just about action order. And if they were telling the truth, the challenger has to discard an action card. If they were lying, the person that challenged gets to immediately act, meaning that they can go twice in a round because they still have their normal action.
Okay.
So it can be pretty beneficial to challenge, but it can also be beneficial to lie.
This is quite interesting.
It's a little different, yeah.
No, but I like the.
If two players have the same action order number, the first one to say the name of the other player's character in full goes first.
Oh my god.
But there's only first names, right?
No.
No.
Full.
Full.
Oh yeah.
So it would be IR, PXR, 2, except for except for Phil.
What the fuck's your name?
Julius. Thar.
Thar.
Well, do we?
Right,
It's
not
his
his
full
full
Is
name.
Phil red?
No,
No,
IR.
no one is
No one
red.
is red yet. We haven't spent the creds.
Oh yeah, you're not two. Or are you? Your clone number
I'm
is
number
1?
one. I am clone number 1, and I'm also number
Did you guys put a card down already?
Yeah.
I have.
Yep, everyone's
How
got
about
it.
you, Merrick?
Okay, 10, 9.
Oh, I have a first. What does that mean? Action order first.
Then you can go first.
I'll do that.
Okay, and you're gonna just
You
do the
have to
action.
show it.
Yeah,
I
you have to
show
show it.
You claim to have a 10?
If
You
you're
have a
doing the action on the card.
Wait, what?
First.
First
It
what?
says first. It says action.
It doesn't say
first.
1.
That
or
means he
10,
goes.
it goes
Yeah,
first.
he goes first.
It's a snap decision.
Okay.
Play this card starting the round. You go first, but deduct 1 die from any roll I make this round. If another player also has a snap decision, yada yada yada. Anyhow,
What's your action?
I'm gonna try to smack him with the mop.
Okay. Roll your violence and melee.
Does that computer still come into this?
Computer is
The computer
always
dice?
involved.
Always.
Always involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 plus 5. I'm sure your clone will be better suited to
We'll
society.
see.
So 5 and 6 are successes,
Yep.
and I subtract. Should I subtract 1 from? Well, I forgot to do that. Let's take out 1 of the successes to be fair.
Ooh,
It's 3.
it's pretty good.
Yep.
The only way to
Mop damage.
the only way to keep you loyal is to kill
This
you.
is probably going to be your athletics plus violence to avoid the attack.
Okay.
I mean, unless you think that's unfair.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. So then whoever gets more success.
Alright, I have 0 total.
Okay.
So that's...
I think you just roll the computer dice then.
Okay.
You can do it.
No.
Okay. So
Ooh,
we
I'm
will
gonna
say.
make this, I kind of wanted to make this very interesting in the drama of this, so I'm gonna do Lucky Manual. It's a reaction.
Okay.
Play after an attack that causes, because this causes damage, obviously, right?
Yep.
It now causes no damage and instead destroys a piece of equipment carried by the target, the wrench. The GM picks which. But he only has a wrench on him. Which is the wrench he's holding, which he stole. So Phil now broke it.
The wrench.
Mop destroying a wrench?
Dude, Lucky Manual. It says on here, literally, good thing my grenade stopped that bullet. Why are you guys running? A grenade stopping a bullet? Logic is not in this
I
game.
can see that happening.
Without blowing up?
Yeah, that's the funny thing though. It would blow up.
Right. But he's
Maybe
trying,
it's
but
a
it's...
But that would stop the bullet.
If it was really corroded wrench, like it was
By
roasted,
strawberry juice?
Oh, let me see the card.
super acidic strawberry juice. I mean, I don't know what these mops are made of. Titanium,
Yeah, who knows? They could be straight metal.
straight metal.
Straight met.
The
Okay.
rod handle.
There you go.
Well, on
So
because it's meant to be wacky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the titanium mop that earlier broke from the shoulder check.
I wouldn't have felt the need to grab this wrench.
Yeah, you had a mop.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Shatters the wrench, and the fragments fall into the strawberry topping.
Okay.
Okay. Then we will continue the numbers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay. Now you can either play the card as is, you can take it back in your hand and do a basic action, or discard it and do a basic action plus 1 die.
I will play the card.
Okay.
A gun in the right place. I spot a ranged weapon useful to the action. So I want to find a gun in another floating locker nearby.
It's very good I went before you did this.
Looks like one of these lockers actually had something useful.
Okay. It is a red level gun.
Okay, nice. And I'll scoop it out of there.
Okay.
Now I've got a gun.
Roz immediately reports
That's fine.
she gets more XP points. You gain a 5th treasons.
Nice. Nice.
You're a terrorist.
Sirens start going off now.
How does anything get done in this society?
Exactly. Okay, so that was your action?
Yep.
Okay, I'll take your discarded card.
I've got.
I mean, it says you spot a ranged weapon useful to the action. So would my action have been shooting?
Is that a reaction?
It has.
Yeah, it's a react. The arrow is a reaction.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you do only one reaction per round? Like on mine, I did one. Is that all you get per or can you do as many reacts? What if you got like?
Yeah, you can do as many reactions you want, but
All right. I guess
cards might be limited.
All right.
Right.
So I didn't play that one right, but it's still.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay. 4.
Yep.
All right.
I've gone.
Got a gun. Again,
Not-
more
not-
XP for you guys.
How the tables
I
have
don't work,
turned.
yep.
Try to put him in chokeholds.
Okay. Violence melee.
If this goes really bad, the gun.
Why?
All right.
I need 3 more. Actually,
I've got dice for you.
okay.
There are many dice.
Plus 1 more. For yep.
The violence.
Two successes.
Okay.
Wait, what are you doing?
He's trying to choke me.
Oh no.
Ziggy, you can
Roll my computer die. Nope.
Okay. All right, you get him in a chokehold. And are you trying to restrain or are you trying to choke him out?
Choke him out.
Okay.
What's your character's name again?
Me?
Yeah.
Ziggy, you
Julius.
can
Julius.
mark your thing as hurt.
Okay.
Julius, the 5-star killer.
Air is cut off.
There's a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
Okay, is that ever?
Killing 5
No,
stars.
I have a action order 2.
Oh.
Realize something of vital importance. Say what it is, then make an appropriate brains plus relevant skill check. If you succeed, everyone you choose, including yourself, gets a +1 dice next turn, so long as they heed your advice. So now that the tides have turned and he picked up a gun, I will use brains plus intimidate to say we must take him down and take the gun from him. Which,
Okay.
so.
So everyone gets a.
Well, but I have to succeed, so I have to roll a brains plus relevant.
Okay. Yeah.
What?
I don't know what the DC would be, but I get 6 dice plus the computer dice.
None.
No success.
Well, it doesn't succeed. They're
very-
just like, fuck this guy. What is he talking about?
talking over here.
Something
Just
talking.
Talking and talking.
Talking.
Oh, it says something. I think it's a -1, right?
It's a -1.
Yeah, and the last words say if it doesn't work, it's a -1 or something.
Or if you fail, everyone, including yourself, is at -1 dice.
So we all have a -1.
Nice.
So you just threw him off.
Everyone.
What is he talking about? Grabbing people, guns. It's crazy. Okay, so everyone went. Everyone's done. All right. Then a new round.
What if you can't play a card? Because you have reaction cards only.
We
Yeah.
play face down and say it's an
action. You could still do basic actions with it.
That would teach you then.
Okay.
I think you just get a basic action at 0.
Oh, so
Do
now
I
we
put
know
the
if
card
you're
down?
lying.
I still have to put a card down, or I don't?
Well, if you have cards, you probably want to put down a card.
Well,
'cause
no,
you can always bluff
they
about it.
only
Not
have
anymore.
right. Well, yeah, I know, but that's what part of this learning process.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, everyone got it?
Yep.
Except for Phil.
Except for Thomas.
Okay.
I won.
So if you play a reaction
Oh, a new
card,
card?
you can't flip it unless there's a suitable trigger to the
Right.
pause the
Usually,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
What is Phil doing?
Phil. All right.
Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. No bluffs. Wow. 5, 4, 3.
3.
Okay. I feel like we're gonna have a tie soon.
So
okay.
you're saying I can either play the card as is.
Yep.
Or
You can just take it back in your hand and do a basic, or get rid of it and get +1 die. Keeping in mind you're at -1 die for whatever you do.
I'm just gonna use it.
Why is he at -1?
Because Mert really just fucked your shit up.
Did he fuck us all up?
Oh,
Yep.
it's so fucked.
all of
God.
it. Even
Improvised
Sean.
improvised defenses. It's got a guy with a bucket on his head.
Yeah. Okay.
That
sounds about right.
I find a piece of armor or clothing that's helpful to my current situation. Describe what you find. GM is video of your description. The item adds +1 dice as long as it's useful and intact. If the GM is particularly pleased by your description, it adds +2 dice to this round.
Oh.
And 1 dice thereafter. I'd like to find like a really big safety cone, like really big ore, like that you'd see on like the side of the road. It's like floating around.
Now, how is that useful to your situation?
I put it on top of me, and I get defense bonus.
Okay. I'll give +1 for that.
Yes.
You already are the only one wearing armor.
He wants
You
to be just
take
covered.
up even more.
Yeah.
It's like crip hitting the armor one going. Oh. Alright.
So that was 3.
Yeah,
so.
I also have a 3.
Oh, you did say it.
I defer.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna just take a standard action though.
All right.
Because I hit you with my map, I don't want to get in trouble anymore.
I need to shoot. I can still probably try and shoot somebody, right?
Oh yeah.
He'd be the hardest to hit, obviously.
He's the closest though.
He's behind me.
Yeah, he's
choking.
behind you, yeah.
I want to try and shoot Roz. She reported me. She brought all of this happened because of her. I could have just grabbed that wrench.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
All right.
She's pretty far. She's trying to get away, but you can shoot her.
Yeah, she sure is.
Shoot her
trying
in the
to
back.
get away, yeah. My bounty will go up even more for this.
Did you go above 5?
How many
Oh,
dice
okay.
do you get?
Pretty good.
I'm very interested to see.
I get
attacking.
4.
You get 4?
Yeah. It's not terrible. It's best chances I've had all night.
I don't know how screwed up this will make it. Begin the drama.
Drama.
Flesh wound. Play is just before you're about to roll an attack against the target. You
Okay.
roll
Then
if it's successful, you'll find out what happens.
you can roll.
Okay. Can I play a reaction to my own action?
I think so.
Yeah, why not? I guess. I mean, it could be you that does the thing.
If it's germane.
Yeah. You can always play a reaction card even when it's not your go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even when your character is unconscious, dead, out of action, or in a different scene.
Because the reactions are
Yeah.
not. They're intent.
Alright.
They're not.
Right.
Intangible
It's not you
from
doing stuff.
I didn't do that to her.
Feel free to get revenge from beyond the grave.
Alright. I got. Does the computer dice count as a success?
I think so on
Okay.
5. So
Alright.
yeah.
Then I got 2 successes.
Very nice.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna play Kaboom.
Alright.
So there actually was a fuel conduit right underneath the jelly line, right next to Roz.
Okay.
And that's what my projectile hit. So it's gonna blow up with a 3 meteor blast radius.
Say 3 meteor?
3 meter. Sorry.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Meteor blast radius.
She was the farthest away.
Blow her up.
My card also a limb falls off.
Oh wow! Extra destructive.
Okay. The the explosion ignites a specific chemical within the dessert topping, causing a chain reaction that incinerates all 4 of you.
Alright.
The computer.
What happens?
Roz,
I'm sure
obviously.
Roz isn't doing too well. Well, maybe
Well,
not.
It's not really flammable. It was just like this chemical reaction.
Oh, I guess
Okay.
if it's chemical
Yeah,
reaction, it's
yeah.
not strictly.
Alright, cool. That was a kaboom.
Yeah.
That was a very big kaboom. Alright, cool. There you go.
Okay.
Well, all this can go
Yep.
back.
Yeah, you get all the
No,
card.
you can keep your.
Hang on to your card.
Keep your cards.
Oh. Even my equipment.
Let me see.
Well, this is a spent card. This is a spent.
Yeah. Spent cards are fine.
Spent. I need spent.
So you can all tick up 1 number on your clones.
Nice.
Nice.
Number
Hit level. We
3.
leveled up.
Level up.
A few minutes pass by.
Okay.
and all of you are dumped back pretty much right where you were.
Okay.
Much of the dessert topping now smells horribly and looks burnt.
Yeah.
But you all have your clothes and your copies of your equipment.
Okay.
Wow.
And you are back to 0 trees and stars.
Yes, of course. I paid the price.
And Roz is there.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Hello, Ross.
Am I back to 0 too?
What the fuck?
What happened?
What was that?
What are you talking about?
What happened?
What?
Oh, our spat?
Yeah, our spat.
Well, as team leader, I was requisitioning a piece of equipment vital to the success of the mission, and you
For one, you stole it. For two, you're infrared.
But we're so close. To red.
So
That doesn't matter.
well, I
Right.
suppose next time you'll have to include that in your briefing, man.
Maybe you should have consulted Alphapedia.
We will do that more often.
Well, speak for yourself.
I will do that more often.
Okay.
He's gonna grab whatever he wants. God damn it!
All right. Well, let us proceed.
It's all water under the bridge.
It's all
Yeah.
it's all strawberry jelly.
She's not gonna lead you guys anymore. She's gonna fall behind
Okay.
with an eye on you.
All right. Hey, Roz, we're both 3s. Did you know that? No, I don't say that.
Well,
It's like I just goad her into attacking me, and then she's the terrorist. That's great. All right.
Okay.
Did we get XP for
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because technically, he committed suicide.
All right.
Okay.
Follow the arrow, man. I'm
Yeah.
still the team leader.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
it's just somehow it's all okay now.
Oh, there'll be questions
Does he
later
still
about
have
the
the gun?
No,
Okay.
because it detected that he was not red level, so
Okay.
it did not do that.
Okay.
And the wrench is shattered, as we all know.
It's destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Man, this is just the wildest of wild.
I'm glad we can all stay friends after that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
of course.
It's all
I mean, you're
for
a
the
new
computer.
person.
it didn't happen.
He's a new person.
That was a different
It
clone.
didn't happen to you specifically.
Right.
Yeah,
It
It
was
happened to
some other
right. It's
person.
in the past.
Worst clone. Lower clones are worse.
Yeah.
Let
Oh,
bygones be bygones.
After a few hundred meters, you
Okay.
come to a crossroads. The guide arrow says to turn left, but that corridor has a red stripe at eye level, meaning that only red level and higher citizens can go that way.
All right, now Ross, let me ask you: do you see where our mission parameters are pointing?
Yeah.
So does that mean you've got this because we're just infrared?
Were you promoting us? We're so close.
Well, we're on a mission from the computer. The arrow says to go that way. We should go that way.
See, now I was requisitioning a piece of red level equipment in the public forum, and you saw the need to report
But
me.
the arrow wasn't pointing to the wrench.
Okay, fair enough. Proceed. And I point down that way.
Okay.
Okay. Ross waits till you are 10 meters into the corridor. That says,
No!
friend computer.
Okay.
Several infrared citizens are in a red level area. The voice of the computer booms from nearby speakers. Infrared citizens, immediately vacate the red level corridor. Each of you now has 1 treason star.
God damn it!
Citizen Roz RHYT, receive 30 XP points for your vigilant attention.
Oh my god!
And you guys took her side.
I
You
was
took her side.
mute. I was vacuous.
Yep. All right.
Vacuously unfriendly.
I didn't do
Jesus.
nothing.
All right.
Can't believe it.
So what do you do?
I evacuate.
Yeah, I'd go back to where Raz is.
Okay.
Well, what are we supposed to do?
Well, you could try again.
Maybe the friend computer would allow you to enter the premises, Roz?
Well, certainly. I'm red level. I'm above you. I'm better than you.
Then why don't you
I
lead
am
us?
better than you.
He already won. He beat you. She beat you, I mean.
Otherwise, I'd say to go around.
But there's no parameters.
She's
for
just
that.
gonna farm
We need a plan.
experience off.
That's her plan.
That's what
yes.
high class people do to these lower class
Alright, Roz,
infrareds.
you go in through red and we'll go around.
Okay. I'll see you on the other side.
Okay.
And she walks through.
How difficult does it look to go around?
You mean just how do
Just
you,
like, well, so we're just in the
Circle
sea
back.
of strawberry stuff,
yeah.
but there is space to navigate. It's not just like a corridor where it's like that's the only
No, we're
way.
at a crossroads.
Oh
right?
yeah, so we'd have to go like straight and then hopefully hook around.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully see an arrow that tells
Well,
us-
that's good. Maybe we'll never see Roz again, and let's go straight. Yep.
Okay. We'll go straight.
So you're gonna try to go around.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Do you have any form of navigation, or are you just sort of
Trying to
eyeballing
eyeball it up.
Do I remember this area with my alpha complex knowledge?
He's a max alpha master.
I would say your alpha complex knowledge would tell you to consult Alphapedia.
I do so.
Okay.
Look for a map.
You find a map.
Okay.
Whoa.
Nice.
That easy.
Oh, wow. I've only got 0 brains, so
0 brains over here.
I have a -4 in alpha complex. I will not be going to the Alphapedia mode.
Okay.
You have no alpha complex.
Yeah.
It takes an extra 10 minutes,
Oh.
but you do make it around and find Roz waiting.
I'll drag my feet slowly as she continues to wait. Sorry, just it's so thick in the muck here. It can't move too quick.
Well, you're the team leader.
Of course. Okay. And we are not in a red area when we rendezvous with her.
No.
Okay.
It's opened up now.
All right. And the arrow is now pointing.
Continues on.
Okay. Well, you know the drill. March.
Okay. The corridor widens out into a large food service area. Islands of what looks like congealed breakfast mix float serenely between the countertops that protrude above the low waves on the liquid. High above, sparks flicker between shattered lighting fixtures hanging from the vaulted ceiling. Then there's a yell of, "Ahoy, sector! Torrents amidship on the scurvy bowport! Overclock the mainsail and prepare to be motherboarded!" 5 people row into view, paddling a long table with sheets tied to its legs. A black flag with a skull dangles limply from one inverted table leg.
what?
Pirate ship.
Friends of yours, Ron?
I think they're pirates.
Can we see any of the people aboard the ship?
Yes.
Do they
Can
have
we see little
stars?
stars
You
above their heads?
See.
Computer.
No, I don't know if they currently have stars. Okay. But you do see they are carrying fire axes and cooking knives.
Friend computer, I'd like to report a band of pirates in Hoy sector.
And what offense have they committed, citizen?
I give nothing. I say nothing.
All right. Well, they don't pertain to the mission, so
Yeah, maybe they have nothing to do with this.
correct. We will keep your wits about you and keep a wide berth of the ship.
Pirates aren't illegal here.
Okay.
They have no treason stars. Of course not. Everything must be a-okay.
Do we still see a yellow arrow technically?
Yeah, you do.
Alright, let's go.
They spot you.
Okay.
They start rowing towards you, and the one at the head of it points his axe. Pours down into the area from above. Your cerebral cortex pings gently to let you know you've arrived. There is no sign of a plug.
Shit.
I have to create one.
We have reached the source of the ocean, gentlemen. I'm sure up in that tunnel, the treasure awaits.
You're gonna send them into that plug?
Well, no, but how to get up there? How to get up there?
If only we had a grappling.
There's a spiral staircase.
Oh, I see over yonder cliff.
How big is the hole?
How big is the hole?
I mean, we don't want to go in the hole, do we? We just want to plug it.
Well, we could plug it with the pirate men, but we'd have to deceitfully get them to put their bodies in there. But
a nice long-term solution.
That's
Just have these human bodies
just
blocking this.
yeah.
It's I don't know, maybe like a foot in diameter.
Are we allowed to take actions?
Yes, at any time in the game.
Like action cards?
Yep.
Well,
I don't know.
wait. So
Wait, if this applies.
you just need to climb up into the hole.
We just
We
need
have
to plug
stairs. So, moor the ship, lads. I'm going to get a look from the high ground.
It's all yours.
Okay. I want to go over to the stairs.
Okay. So you wade.
Yes, I will disembark from the ship.
Yep. And as you reach the stairs,
Mm-hmm.
you sort of trip a little bit.
Okay.
And you realize the stairs also descend
Ah.
down into the
down.
top.
Yes.
Hmm.
But there's no way but up. So I will try to go up the stairs.
Okay.
What equipment did Mert have?
He had a med kit.
Oh yeah, I had 3 uses or something.
Yeah. Can that be confiscated?
Steal that shit off him.
Can I command him to give it to me as team leader? Yeah. Does he exist as an NPC now? Or
It's hard to say.
are we
He just disappeared into the purple, into the strawberry. Went back home.
Yeah, alright, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Became a strawberry.
Okay, you go up the staircase,
Yep.
and eventually you find you cannot go any further. The staircase becomes a tangled mess of smashed metal and bits of alpha complex blocking your way. Red dessert topping pours through the gaps in the rubble.
The way is a bit too thick up here. Only the haughtiest and sturdiest of seamen could make it even higher than this.
I could do it. Maybe.
Well, I'm going to rejoin the ship for now.
I try to make it where he could not.
Okay.
Where?
I don't know. Where were you going?
I was going up
Are
the
we like,
spiral
are we
staircase.
within reach of the big hole?
What big hole?
I think so. There's a hole,
Mm,
foot-sized hole. I mean,
no,
a foot-length hole.
it's further above the staircase.
Oh, like so we can't get past, can't get up the staircase entirely.
Not without some tremendous athletic feats,
Actually,
which I am not capable of.
with that in mind, I actually don't try because my body armor reduces my athletics, which
There
is
you
also
go.
super low.
Now you're thinking.
Enough talk. I would like to try.
Do what?
Is the nature of this obstacle something like jumped over or like
Oh, it's like
Climbed
twisted
over.
metal and smash, and it's just poking out. And
you just climb around it?
it's almost like the staircase just breaks apart.
But does it resume at some point? Or is it
You
just
can't
the end of
really
the road?
see.
Is it just the end of the road?
Is there any arrow left?
No,
Like
it
you're-
said this was your destination.
Alright, I think I gotta go back and get try to get the rest of the grappling gun. Gotta try to get that cable back.
I'm gonna talk to the pirates.
I'm gonna try to strike a friendly conversation with Roz.
Yeah, see how that goes.
Yeah.
You're gonna get reported for fraternizing with a superior. That is not permissible. Right.
I mean, you'd find that Roz is not that like uncommon, because everyone wants XP points,
Yep,
so
that's
they'll
true.
do whatever it takes.
It's a rat race.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you say to the pirates?
Have any of you gone diving for pearls lately? I hear they can fetch a good price back in the port.
I think there's pearls down below.
He says, "Well, I mean, this lagoon, it's different from the way we took. I mean, there could be. I wonder what's down there. In fact, let's have a diving contest. See who can find something."
Between one of us and you?
Well,
How about you just yourself?
there needs to be a judge. There needs to be a judge, impartial
The
judge.
captain is the judge.
Where did these crazy people
We don't know.
It's all crazy. They're all crazy.
Says, all right, well, let me get my sea legs then. I need a minute, but yes, that'll be something that we could consider, and I will.
Now you are aware. You have no idea how to swim.
Ooh, then that is more hazardous. Okay.
None of you have ever swam in your life.
Okay. Well, I'll sit on the ship for now.
Okay,
So
they talk amongst themselves, and they're like, Lenny, you should go. Okay, and they convince one of them, named Lenny,
Yeah.
to go diving down there.
Diving for pearls. Okay. Yeah. I mean, those will fetch a high price.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he hops off the ship, goes over to the stairs, and dives down. A couple minutes go by.
Okay. Thomas wanted to go get the grapple.
Yeah,
so-
okay.
couple minutes, he's gone, he's dead.
Okay.
No, but while this is going on,
Right.
Thomas would be able
Right,
to.
so you go back to the food service area.
Yeah.
How are you going to recollect?
I think I have to climb up, unwrap it,
Leap down.
and then try to attach the grappling hook to something on the ground, and zip line down there, like a hook shot.
Oh, okay.
One more.
Actually, I think I just
Oh,
plummet.
but there's
Yeah, I don't think that would
How
work.
deep is the topping?
1 meter.
I have to perform a master level dive.
Yeah, except it's rather viscous.
But people have like dove into like swimming pools from like
Yeah, that's water.
hundreds of feet.
How high up is the grappling connection point?
Like 30 feet.
Oh, you could fall from that.
Yeah.
Into this shit? Don't.
Yeah.
30 feet, that's
I
like
like,
twice as high as the ceiling here. No, that's actually.
Yeah. Just one other shot.
So you're gonna climb up,
I'm not very I'm impatient.
unravel
so
it,
I just go for
and
it.
dive down.
Maybe try to land on your feet.
I'm gonna flashback. I'd like to leave all the equipment like on it. Is there anything I can set it on? It's
There's
not
the ship.
The ship.
Okay, I'll set it on the ship.
Like what? Your mop? You don't have a mop. What do you
I
have?
thought I have 2 mops. His mop. And
Oh,
my
you're
mop.
holding both of them. Okay, yeah, you can put those
Put
in.
those
I,
down
the quartermaster.
so I don't land on.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
You've joined their pirate cult.
Yeah.
Is that your secret objective?
Actually, I might as well
pirate
put
cult?
the gun itself down too. So I'm just going up there raw,
Okay.
and then I'll unwrap it, and then I'll do it. I'm just trying to.
Let's get a athletics.
I wonder if I try to do the hands first dive.
We'll take an athletics violence, I guess, for the climb. Nothing else really makes sense.
Can I get 3 more plus a computer?
I really want to see somebody roll a computer die.
It hasn't happened this whole time. No,
What's it?
shock.
What happened?
Something's
He's not gonna
catastrophic.
He's not gonna tell us.
What happened?
Computer does some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, the DM always wants to see the computer die.
Have fun or else.
Yeah.
1 success.
Not ideal.
It's not very good. Okay, you make it up halfway,
Oh no.
and you slip because your hands are covered in red dessert topping.
Oh,
Oh god.
no.
How do you even solve that problem?
Sort of
Okay.
How long till I can try again?
like break a rib on the way down.
I do?
Yep. So
Break a rib on the way down.
you
Holy
are
shit.
hurt now.
Oh my god.
That's -1 die on everything.
You're hurt on the inside and the
Yeah.
outside. Yep.
I must persevere.
Don't forget about Moxie.
What does that do? Just add a die?
You can add dice, you can reroll failed, you can reroll all your dice.
Oh, that would have been good to reroll.
Yeah. You can retry.
Alright. 1 less.
So will this prevent the rib cracking?
No,
So
I'm
like
just
a-
doing it again.
Oh,
Could I have flashback?
That's a powerful ability.
Yeah.
That would be
Flashback's
really
good.
good. You could just explore any
Yeah.
situation.
That's
Like-
Godbound shit.
Like, I murdered the Emperor, and then we'll just keep flashbacking until I get the perfect escape from the palace. Yeah. that's
Godbound literally has that ability.
great. Yeah.
Alright. This time I got 1 success, but also a computer. But hold on.
You can't nullify the effects of the computer.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
But I can reroll fails.
Yes,
Alright,
if you
I'll
so
do
chose.
that. With the Moxie, I'll reroll all the fails.
Computer's just like, what the hell are you
Is that reroll everything or just the fails?
It's everything.
Including
Good,
computer?
the bad, the ugly. Yeah.
Yes, it would reroll the computer, but it does not nullify computer.
So you get a second.
you could get a second computer, yeah.
No double.
This time I get no successes. I'm gonna Moxie again.
Oh, I don't know if you can do it twice on the same roll.
This madman's journey to get his grapple back. It's-
so
the
important.
mission is secondary now. I need my grapple gun.
This grappling hook.
I
was
mean, when
wasted so callously.
when you have nothing but the one piece of equipment.
Yeah, so you can only Moxie reroll once.
Oh no.
So you make it all the way up, but you plummet back down. You snap your neck, and you die.
Oh my computer.
Computer. Oh, you'd wake up.
You just wake
Wake
up.
up.
Okay, so you can take another clone. And
Computer.
you respawn a couple minutes later.
In the same room.
Yeah,
I like how efficient
Is the hook
computer
It's
is.
pretty efficient,
Still
yeah.
up there?
yeah. Why would it not be?
All your clones vanish.
You guys are still waiting to see the pirate Lenny come back up.
We'll be back up soon.
And finally, a shaft in the wall opens and out pops a new clone of Lenny.
Hi, Lenny.
There's something down there!
You saw something?
Yeah! There was like a big plug. And there was this wild maintenance bot that had tentacles!
Lenny,
Holy shit.
you are the most courageous of sailors.
I'm not going back down there.
You've done your part, Lenny. So, Captain, there's a kraken below.
Yeah.
Now,
The rest of you
we
should
of
go
course love the spoils of treasure chests and secret caches, but true glory to defeat a kraken like that. That could buy you any treasure upon going into towns and speaking of such exploits. Will you join me, Captain?
He like drops his pirate axe and he's like, I don't think this is worth it.
My name's Bob. Okay. Yeah.
Boys, let's turn this ship around.
Oh.
I don't think there's treasure down there.
No, I don't have charm, so I won't even try to charm him into staying.
I don't.
All right. Well, we'll be seeing you.
Start paddling.
Okay. Lenny, he told us the way. Now, where's our equipment officer? Well, we're not going down there without him. Thomas, is it safe to say
like
you'd eventually come back?
8 times he just keeps climbing and
yeah.
falling down.
I think I have to try one more time.
Okay.
Okay.
There's no way. There's no way I could. This could happen again.
There's no way. Just like Clone 5. There's no way it'll happen again.
No way.
This can't keep happening.
Can't let him keep getting away with this.
The computer can't keep getting away with this.
Was the computer just him breaking his neck? Was that the effect,
Yeah,
or did
yeah.
you? Okay, I didn't know if you had like secret stuff that you were.
No.
Okay, all right. The computer's bad then.
Always. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like the computer doing something. It's just something terrible happening.
I mean, it often involves the computer making an appearance, but I figured it makes more sense for him to just snap his neck.
Alright, climb.
Oh my
Two successes.
Look at that. 2.
Alright, I'll allow it. You make it up to the top
With the
beam.
combined memories of your death.
Yeah, exactly.
Spurring you on.
So you're on the narrow support beam, and you see the grappling
Gotta unwrap this hook.
grapple.
We're gonna need that to defeat the crap.
in front of you.
I'm gonna try to
Harpoon.
unwrap it.
Yeah, harpoon
Okay.
it.
You do so.
I wonder how echoey these tunnels. If I can just yell like, "Equipment officer."
Maybe.
Alright. I'll try saying the team leader demands your presence.
I've almost secured the grappling hook.
Okay, we can wait.
Hold on, when I died, I lost my star probably.
He's gonna see.
Yep, yep.
He's gonna see the ship going by.
Yep,
as
you
he's
will.
up there.
I'm looking down. It's looking like a high
You
fall.
could land. You could land.
You
on the
see
ship.
the pirates row into view.
Oh, hey,
Hey, what are you doing up there?
I was retrieving my grappling hook, but now I'm scared that I can't get down.
Well, how'd you get up?
I climbed the grappling hook.
It's a lot for a pirate to process. Yeah.
Well,
Is
Good
there
luck,
anything
good luck.
Do you have a rope?
nope, fresh out.
Just this table.
Yeah.
And their
It's really
bed.
just the
I mean, they have
table.
some like sheets.
Oh yeah, that's true. They have their little flag.
Yeah, the little flag.
All right.
Alright, here goes nothing. I try to execute. I think feet first is the best option.
Wait, but so you unwrap the grappling hook?
Oh yeah, it's just on my belt or something now, probably.
Okay.
I jump.
Feet first.
Yeah.
Okay, you can make the same roll.
Starfish.
Computer.
Yeah.
I'm not starving.
Starfish.
I saw how that goes.
Okay,
That's a nice roll.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It really hurts, and you can put yourself at hurt. You've probably got big bruises all around your ankles, but you are safe at the bottom.
That's a relief.
And they all.
Now all my items were on the table, weren't they?
Mm-hmm. You see them floating past you.
Those mops!
Alright. Wait,
Since neither of them.
I need that equipment back. I was simply putting it there to keep it out of the goop.
Okay. They hand you the mops and the grappling gun.
Thank you.
They
I'll
take
return
the
to
gun.
the I'll return to the crew.
Alright, your equipment officer returns.
I've secured all the equipment.
Very good. Do you require medical attention?
Yes. My feet are bruised.
Well, fortunately, this one here saw to giving me the proper equipment, and I'll patch you up.
Good. Is it that easy?
I don't know.
I'm about to find out. Whack one on a wound and
Whack
watch it.
one.
Yeah. Watch it instant heal. Isn't nanotechnology and morphine great?
Wow. Yeah.
Alright, I guess it's that easy.
That's easy.
Make a brains plus
Oh.
science check to use properly. That's me.
There you go.
I'm administrative.
It's a me.
Alright, well, that gives me 5 dice.
Plus computer.
If I'm not focusing on your picture's head, like it kind of looks like Tingle.
That's
It's got that
horrible.
same shape.
It's the worst insult
It's like,
I could ever hear.
looks like one of those trolls.
Oh yeah.
You gotta put on a pencil.
Yeah.
Oh, and I get an additional
Those-
+2.
Why are they naked? All those trolls were naked, weren't they?
Troll doll?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Alright.
I mean, why would a troll have clothes?
Come on, Tommy.
I'm guessing. I think probably my 4 successes on my
yeah.
med kit
There you go.
Yeah,
heals.
that's
Alright.
good.
That's 1 use down.
Do I
Yes, 3
regain
uses.
Moxie for that excellent use? No. Alright.
Regaining moxie. That seems like a pretty big.
Regain Moxie?
But 4 successes?
Fucking insane.
4 successes?
Actually, I should deduct a moxie
For what?
for dying.
Wait, what?
Is that true?
Let me double check.
Then we should all like have lost
Yeah.
some, right?
We should have lost. Yeah, at least Moxie.
Damn, so I should be 2 lower.
I don't want to lose moxie. I have little enough moxie.
You have
as
like
is.
how much Moxie? You spent.
3.
You only have 3.
moxie, yeah.
You only have 2.
No. I'm gonna deduct a moxie for rolling a computer symbol.
Ah, nice.
Rip.
That doesn't apply to me.
How much moxie you got left, boy?
3.
Oh, welcome to my level.
You're getting a little shaky,
Yep.
a little unstable. Okay, it's the 3 of you in this dark room.
So we're in like a food
And
court
and
kinda, right?
and Raz.
What?
We
Oh
were
yeah,
like-
Roz is there.
So Raz, surely as our honored red level attaché, you will be coming with us down here to take care of this bot, right?
No, I am supervised to see that you carry out the mission.
You're not going to be able to see from up here, though. The liquid's obscuring you. I mean, you'd be shirking your duties to computer.
Well, maybe I'll dip my head down and peer down there, but I trust that you'll handle it.
Oh, sure. Okay. Well,
Are you-
looks like it's up to us, men.
I'd like to play this action.
Okay.
It's called Safety First.
Yeah. Is that a safety cone?
On his head.
You fucking love those, man.
No, that's I use that for this one, but
That's where you got the idea.
it is. You know, piece of safety equipment that's useful to the action. James' video over your description. The item adds +1 dice as long as useful intact. If he's particularly pleased, add +2 dice this round, +1 dice thereafter. So like we were kind of like in a food court area, right?
That's where Thomas just was. Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to perhaps come across floating in this muck, like maybe like a plastic transparent like tub of some sort, like maybe for storing food or something,
How big?
big enough to put over my head and go underwater, like a makeshift breathing apparatus.
I will allow it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go down and see what I can see, maybe.
Yeah. Do we have a rope?
Yes.
Just tie the grappling hook to me.
Yeah, and then, you know, you can give a signal if it's all clear for us to come down.
I'll give. What do I do if it's not clear?
They'll see your fresh clone.
No, it's a gun, so can't we pull you back? Like, does the gun, like, retract?
Yeah, it can retract.
Okay, I'll give 2 tugs if it's clear, 3 tugs if you should pull me back.
Okay, and we'll do just that.
Okay.
Now here's the question. How are you holding onto this tub over your head?
I'm wearing this body armor. It's got like hydraulics, so I'm like with my hydraulic strength.
Right. How are you holding this grapple?
I'm having both
Do we
the
tie-
edge
well,
of the
we would
tub.
tie it around you, right? It would go like around your waist or something.
Yeah, and then I'll just make you tug.
Okay.
You let go of the
Fair
bucket
enough.
to tug on it.
Fair enough.
And this is what I do.
What a sight. Get me out of here! Okay.
I descend.
You descend, never to be seen again. Okay, so you see it is a room. There is a sealed door on the far end. On the floor, you see a drain plug. And there is a metal cover with a wheel on top of it. And something stirs in the gloom of the Red Sea. Long, sinuous lengths as thick as your arm uncoil from the bottom of the pit and quest upwards towards the light. And you... So yeah, there's like a bunch of metal tentacles that are reaching towards you.
I begin humping furiously.
Humping furious.
Inside or on my waist.
Okay, you feel furious tugs.
This is more than
What
3.
does that mean again?
He didn't say. He only said 2 and 3.
That means it's perfectly safe.
Perhaps it's a mistake.
Well, let's give it a minute.
Alright.
See if they
You
stop.
might probably want
We'll
to
scope
pull
it out.
Safety first.
Yep.
Okay, let's pull him.
Oh, you want to pull him? So we go down there.
You think this means it's safe? What if it's being eaten or something?
I am the team leader. We will go down there. He needs our help. That's an order.
Smile.
It's what computer would want.
How binding are these roles?
All you know is that
They're
he has been
role-playing.
appointed your team leader.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna hump for so long before I start trying to unplug the plug.
Okay.
Like if it's like if I
I
get
don't
past
think it's safe.
if I get past like 20 humps,
You're not being pulled.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like you're being
well,
pulled.
I'm gonna start taking action if
Listen,
that's the case.
We're gonna be
Okay.
infrared the rest of our lives if we don't get this job done.
Then we'll start a combat round. You can each take another card.
Alright. Oh, I like an extra card.
So we're not too far from him. We're just like
You're right, like on the stairs.
above him. All right. It's do or die time.
Alright.
Okay. So, first combat round, you can all play a card. Keeping in mind your card amounts are limited, so
Use them now, you lose them now.
It's a good thing I used 2 powerful ones in combat against our
in a
NPC
traitorous
guy.
struggle.
Yes, yes. That's common growing pains of new system. You just
Yeah.
explore. You're feeling things
Yeah.
out. You know, it's
Learning process.
Yeah, yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you're in D&D and there's like a bar fight going on and you're awestruck by the possibilities. I can just punch this guy.
Yep.
I can just break a bottle over this person's head. He's
Yep.
completely uninvolved.
We had
Yeah.
a bar fight and
Oh, yeah. Dude, the bar fight
In
is
like
just the
6
classic.
years.
The classic. Yeah. All right.
everyone play a card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
10, 9,
Is bluffing only pertinent to other players?
Like, if we don't call them
If
out.
you claimed an action, if you did an action card that was like way different than the actual value, what's the consequence of that?
Maybe it doesn't matter unless it's against.
But why? We wouldn't have any motivation to challenge each other right now. I
Yeah,
assume.
like right now you're all pretty
All right.
cooperative.
What if I say I want to do an action?
At what number?
8.
Okay, well you don't. It sounds very clearly like you're lying to me.
But it doesn't matter, or is it only matters for players calling it out?
Do we get XP if we call them out?
No, but you can act twice in a round.
Oh, we like.
Okay, so I get to 8 and you say you. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Just say that's what happened.
Okay.
All right.
Playing an action card.
Wait, you can actually play the card.
I believe
if you're bluffing?
so.
Maybe
Let me double check.
Yeah, good question.
Because that is something where obviously if like you can't, I wouldn't do this, but I'm finding out for all of our sakes. Because I don't know if I'm competing against like enemies right now
Yeah,
too.
that's true.
Because that could obviously be a big deal. I don't know if this is just all internally among the party. Because obviously then everyone would be like, okay, who's gonna be 10, who's gonna be 9, who's gonna be 8 this round? You know, we always
Yeah.
you could cheese it that
I
way.
think they have to call you out before you reveal the card, but like before you decide your action.
Yeah.
So if no one calls you out, then you can
Okay.
just do the action.
Go for it.
Alright, I'm thinking. I get to draw 3 action cards.
Okay.
And then I get to keep one. One of you guys get to keep another one, and then the other goes to the bottom of the deck.
Not calling that out.
Well, don't give it to Phil. He's perfectly safe down there.
You didn't pull 3 times.
Yeah.
Wait, so you just swam down and started thinking? That was your action.
What?
What was the action card called? I'm thinking. Like he's just like, let's go, and then I'm thinking.
Alright, I'll keep Alright, I'll give this to Phil.
Alright.
And then I'll keep this, and then you can send this to the bottom.
So we just. What's the scenario? It's a shaft that goes down,
It's a staircase.
It's
Yeah.
like a
and
spiral
it's
stair.
all under. It's all submerged.
All under goo.
Is the idea?
Beneath you, yes, it's all submerged. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
All right. I have an action. My lucky vent. Describe a convenient terrain feature that's useful to the action.
But you played a reaction.
I didn't.
That's a reaction.
No, it's not.
That's a
Yeah,
reaction.
and that's the tough thing, because Thomas, my opening hand was 4 reaction cards, and so I just thought they all looked like that too.
Oh, shit,
so
I have reaction as
Yep,
well.
me too.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
I do a basic action.
Okay.
there you go.
And I guess well, hold on. I can't even breathe under jam.
There are a few who can.
Can't even breathe under jam.
I wait. I don't even know what to do. I'm at a loss.
Well, you could. I don't know.
I could pull up on Dorian.
Donnie. No one knows anyone's names except for Thard.
I'm just frozen with an action. What is useful?
What is good?
All I know is this drain. This plug.
What?
There's a plug.
Where?
In the-
You have it, or you're right by it,
Or
right?
buy it, yeah.
That's for you.
It's all on you.
Shoot him.
Yeah, I pass.
Okay. 2, 1.
Alright, I'm taking a basic action.
Okay.
I'm gonna try. You said this drain plug thing has like a metal wheel on top to like with metal plate or something and such.
Yeah, it's got a wheel. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try to turn it counterclockwise.
Okay.
I'd also like to play a reaction.
Yes.
It's called Four's a Crowd.
Okay.
It's got a bunch of dudes on it.
Yeah, Nuke 4 was a crowd, so we got that.
Describe a group of NPCs who are useful to the action or detrimental to the action. Your choice. GM has veto of your description, controls the NPCs after this round ends. And I will say the pirates,
They are doing what?
hopefully swimming down out of nowhere to be heroic.
And they had a change of heart.
Change of heart,
My
they come
words,
back.
my words were gnawing at them about defeating the Kraken.
Yep. He doesn't have a face of disgust. Like,
Seems really unlikely.
is unlikely.
I'll consult the GM wisdom of Ziggy, if he would allow it.
Otherwise, maybe
It's
It
tough
says-
because
it says-
I'm not a neutral party here.
it
I'm very
says you have
much in the-
veto power over this choice.
Yeah, I know I do.
Does that mean I could choose an alternative? More likely.
Yeah.
How about Raz?
That is more likely, I'll give you that.
Maybe she's just like, I got to.
Yeah. Because if you fail...
If we keep
It's on
failing the
her.
mission, then like, yeah, she'll be responsible.
I mean, it's you regain control of them after like one round of them helping.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'd say yeah, just because it's more interesting that
For
way.
the pirates?
And I had actually made an effort to try and recruit them for this, so I actually think there's precedent to allow it to favor the interpretation of the card over just saying no.
They were mentally unstable enough to help in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Lenny. He's,
Fine.
yeah.
So, you hear, we can do this, boys!
Yeah.
And they all dive down.
We won't be undone by these landlubbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they all dive down underneath. And,
One round of
yeah,
glory.
Phil, you are joined by a group of pirates.
4 of them. Yeah.
Give me, gosh, there's no, like, strength roll.
Athletics.
Yeah,
Violence.
it's gonna be violence athletics.
Violence athletics. Luckily for me, I have -2 athletics right now.
Perfect.
But a total of.
Wait, you have -2?
Well,
So wait, you had -2 and I had -4.
I have -2 because I'm wearing this
Stacked.
armor.
Yeah. Like the most I knew it was going to be important, so I
One
spent.
success.
Or I have -1, but I spent 3 just to get it to -1.
No. You strain against it.
Does it budge even a little?
A little.
All right.
You do note, you see a dead clone attached to the plug now. Some drowned woman.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
And then the tentacles.
Oh no.
They start grabbing a few of the pirates and like throttling them. And you see it pull one of them towards like this grabbing maw.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God, eat him.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Underwater cleaning bot.
And one of them does smack you, like across the back of the head.
Oh, you're gonna be hurt.
So you are hurt.
Oh no.
The hurt.
Oh, I don't know what your body armor does.
I got increased my defense rating by 2.
Ooh, there's a defense rating?
First I've heard of it. Yeah.
First I've heard of this.
Where's this on your sheet?
I have no such idea. I
Oh.
don't even see it.
I forgot. It's paranoia. That means it's nonsense.
Oh really?
It's like made out of cardboard.
You convince yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I forgot. I'm sorry. You're hurt.
It looks so real. Well, actually, it doesn't look that real. It's like you could maybe make it out of cardboard.
Yeah, it's really soggy now. Starting to congeal around you.
Oh, jeez.
Okay,
Alright, I'm hurt.
start another round.
Let me see if I can think of something
I'm
too.
gonna keep twisting. Oh, wait. I have to do an action.
Mm-hmm.
Can reactions be played from your hand?
So
or
you
they-
tried to tug the
They
plug.
can be played from your hand.
I'm trying to.
It's,
It's
almost
like
always how
it's
they
like you
play
gotta twist the wheel first.
Oh, okay. So you and 4 pirates all tried to twist the wheel,
I think so. I don't know exactly what they did. I hope they.
or
came
did they
back.
just arrived on the scene?
I think they might have just arrived.
Yeah.
They just
Okay.
arrived to be distractions.
All right.
to the
yeah.
Kraken.
So maybe if all of us can just get our hands on that
yeah,
wheel.
maybe.
All right.
Remember, hurt makes -1 dice for
Mert
everything.
makes Mert. Alright.
Make smart.
Mert makes Mert.
Ooh, it's blowing up. Okay.
Oh, I could have used reaction.
Non-stop
Oh, shit.
comments. People try to comment.
This other
What's the
YouTube
nature of the plug?
minus. He can describe it.
It's like a metal covering with a giant wheel on top of it.
We gotta turn
it's
the
like
wheel.
stuck in something right now.
It's closed. The plug is closed. You have to turn the wheel to open the plug.
Correct. So you could play multiple cards in a round if they're reactions, or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, cards are limited.
Yep. Well, this is everything's riding on this.
Everything.
Yep.
Okay. 10, 9,
Shit.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I'll do a basic action.
At 4.
Yep.
Okay.
I wanna get my hands on that wheel.
So you're gonna dive down and go over to the wheel.
Yep.
Okay. You see Phil in his soggy armor.
Laboring.
Blood is like starting to leak from his head.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got his hands on it.
Okay.
And you're gonna try and twist.
Yes.
Okay, you can make a roll.
Okay. And in a reaction to that action,
Mm-hmm.
man, am I pleased to see you. I can describe a male identifying NPC who's useful to the action. So I'm going to say just one of the pirates nearby. 'Cause I believe they're all male.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's going to help me turn the wheel. Like, he sees what I'm doing, he's going to come assist me.
Okay.
And he'll give me +1 die as long as it's
Die?
useful and impending.
Yeah, and it's useful.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
You can roll.
Yeah.
Isn't the athletics garbage?
Yep.
Okay.
That's why he's here. That's why the pirates
It's
are
So
here.
what's your total?
Oh, he bumps it up to a 2.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Better than a negative.
And I could I do another reaction on the same action?
I guess if it's relevant.
Yeah, I could try. I'm just thinking. What do you think would give more leverage to this, to turning a wheel?
Just trying to figure that. I don't know
Like
if
a
like
tool.
a crowbar, like
Mop.
Doesn't Raz have the crowbar?
No.
I thought
there
you might
was
find
no
a new
crowbar.
one.
Does anyone still have a mop? I think I had a mop, but
No, Mop's not going to do anything.
Hmm.
Okay, now I'll just do this card.
crowbar. Yeah, that's all I could think of. Oh my god.
2 fails and a computer.
oh my god!
Oh
Okay, I'm
boy.
going to have a spike. Oh, can I use Moxie?
Moxie.
Yes, but it won't nullify the computer.
That's alright. I'll use Moxie.
Okay.
Well, he's got a lot of computer rolls this time.
Alright, so I'm down 2 Moxie. 1 success.
Okay. It budges a little bit more.
Alright.
but then you get grabbed by a tentacle,
No.
taken into the away from the plug,
Okay.
Jeez.
swimming through the mixture.
All right.
3.
It's me. It's a me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm actually gonna sneak attack though.
Your sneak attack, Phil?
I'm gonna sneak attack Phil.
Damn.
Yeah, hardcore.
What does it do other than the same thing? To try to go down there and unleash the plug.
Unleash the plug. Everybody, put your back into it.
I mean, I felt, you know, when we're grossly outmatched, Thomas, this plug, it has to be, it has to be,
Plug.
it has to be, yeah.
Yeah, that's I don't know. That's all.
Yeah.
Or hold on.
Hold up.
Hold up.
There happens to be a crane nearby
You.
that I can use to mechanically lift the plug. It's the first one on the list. Describe a convenient terrain feature: a crane, vent, steam pipe, and so on. It's useful to the action.
Okay. There's a crane.
Alright. I'm gonna operate it like one of those games, like getting a stuffed animal.
Okay. It's hard to see is the problem.
Just grab me and crush me to death.
I mean, can I see anything?
You can see movement, and you see a couple figures crowded around something.
Alright, I'm gonna say, David, guide me.
David,
guide me.
Go
Okay.
ahead, Donnie.
You can roll mechanics operate.
Donnie IR3.
I'm still 2.
Oh my
IRPX R2.
god. Okay, you said mechanics operate.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Is there another small one?
It's
Alright.
only 4 smalls. Look at that. 2.
And you're just trying to like rip out the plug.
Yeah.
Okay. That sort of is a counter effort to what they were doing, as you're just trying to break it.
What the fuck?
I didn't think of that. I didn't think of breaking it. I was just thinking of
Pulling it out.
pulling out.
Yeah, but it's a twist off.
To each of their own.
Here we are.
Yeah, so you do sort of rupture it. And the two of you, well, at least Phil does, you see some of the red topping starting to drain down at a slower process than perhaps if you had opened it normally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2.
Oh.
1.
That was me. I'm 2. Well, I was just going to keep trying to turn. I don't know if that's possible at this current
Hey,
stage
Phil,
of the game.
I'm playing a reaction.
You're dead.
No.
You guys holding a mallet?
Everything looks like a nail.
Kaboom.
You're gonna spot a tool that's useful to the action.
He didn't
Great.
say an action.
Yeah, my action. Well,
I thought you said you were just gonna keep turning the wheel.
if that is
I'm sorry.
possible right now with the
Oh
crane
yeah,
thing
you can turn it. It turns freely.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna keep trying.
No problem.
Is it just completely disconnected from the actual
Yeah,
mechanism?
it's ruptured now.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
I'm sure you did well.
Well, in that case, after a turn or 2, I'll just try to swim away, I guess.
Okay. So you're trying to swim away.
To safety.
There is one pirate that is not grabbed. He also is like trying to swim away. The one that was going towards the maw gets like consumed. Like this darker liquid starts filling.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And Thard,
Yes.
you get thrown.
Okay.
You get thrown hard. Thard.
The heart gets thrown hard.
Hard out of the pool of,
Okay.
of topping, and you slam into the wall.
The heart thrown hard.
And you are now injured.
Okay, good thing I've got a med kit.
Injured. It's above hurt.
It
The
is.
The impact of Thard's body against the wall shakes the staircase.
I know.
Some of the rubble wedged above shifts. An electrical cable slides out of the blockage and slips towards the surface of the red dessert topping, sparking as it comes.
Oh no.
Good thing I'm above that. But now there's a hazard.
This is rest in peace.
So it's in the process of falling towards the topping. Is there any reaction to said
What's falling
situation?
through the topping?
An electrical cable.
Falling into the topping.
Yes.
I'm not in the topping, correct?
So,
No.
wait, aren't we all in the topping?
I'm in a crane.
I assumed you're all submerged. Cause, well, I have no idea.
You're still in it.
I'm still in it. Alright, well, I'm gonna use this reaction. Taxi. Describe a vehicle. This vehicle appears that's useful to the action.
What?
The table.
Oh, the table floats over?
Yeah.
But you're still under the liquid.
If I can get to it.
Lift on top of it. You're... It's ridiculous.
Okay, well, if it's out of reach, then I won't.
I think you'd still be like half in it at best.
Okay, I'm not even gonna try that.
Okay.
We're gonna leave it.
Does it require actual reactions to react?
Yeah. I think.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Except yeah.
The cable hits the surface of the red dessert topping, and current arcs through the substance. Which also arcs through the staircase, which is where you are.
Ah, okay.
Oh no.
So you all become injured if you are not already injured.
I
If
am
you
already
are
injured.
injured, you become maimed.
Alright.
Am I attached to the current?
From the crane.
Oh yeah, because the crane. Yes.
Depending on the nature of the crane and or where it's located.
And well, it depends on if the craney part is still in the liquid too. I don't know if that.
Well, it's
what's
metal.
trained to- It is metal. He could be insulated. I don't really.
Why would he be insulated? You think he's got body armor?
He's got body armor. This body armor has been nothing but a burden.
You,
This false body armor made of cardboard.
even
I mean, almost none of the equipment was that good. So
Those titanium.
yeah,
rocks.
I would say you're hit. Maybe you're hurt, not injured. It was a lesser effect.
I died for this grapple gun.
Yeah. You feel a wave of something coursing through you. Something strange, something powerful.
Uh-oh.
You decide to keep this information to yourself. And I'm going to give you all a mutant power.
Oh my god, we've been mutantized.
Now, there is a good chance that these cards are blank, so...
Ooh, this is cool. I like that.
Can just use this whenever.
That's nice.
Okay. We will start another round. Still have not solved.
Did the bot take electrical damage?
Probably.
Okay, cool.
You said the stuff is draining though, right?
Slowly, yes. I'm gonna...
I mean, could I... Does it seem like the plug could be pulled more?
Potentially, yeah.
Keep going, man. Keep going.
Alright.
It's too bad I'm away from you, because I'd have something that could be.
Explode your head.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm up on the stairs.
Yep.
Okay, then I know what I'm gonna do.
You seem very ponderous. Did you pick a card?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've only got one.
10. 9.
I'll claim.
Okay.
I'll do a basic action
Mm-hmm.
of trying to pull the plug more with the crane.
Okay. Do another roll.
This time it's minus for being hurt.
Yes, -1.
Hold on. Wait a minute, this isn't right. One success.
Okay. It's sort of straining the crane's mechanical ability at this point, but you do open it up a little bit farther. You can start to see the level drop.
Oh yeah.
Okay. 8, 7, 6.
Sorry.
Bullet.
Yep. Oh.
5.
5. I've got a mutant power. I'm gonna
Oh.
spend a moxie.
Oh.
Is this public?
Nice.
What this is here?
Sometimes. Usually it's best to just let me know.
Here. Well, you kind of decide anyhow. Pretty decent.
Wow.
It's just good. It's just good.
Mutations are like the best things.
I'm a fucking X-Men.
Okay.
He's just gonna Colossus go and blow him up.
Yep.
Nice.
So gravity suddenly shifts and flips upside down. And all of the red dessert topping slams into what was the ceiling, along with the three of you.
Yeah.
Well, you're in the crane, so you're really the least impacted.
Yeah. I'm on the stairs.
Yeah. I think you're dead.
Okay. I was about to use my med kit too. Oh,
Yeah.
that's alright.
They're generally beneficial to me.
It is generally beneficial.
Okay, good.
Generally. Because the bot also, he actually travels the furthest and slams into the ceiling and pretty much just explodes.
There you go. Now we live like this.
I think you're maimed.
That's appropriate.
Yeah.
I was injured before.
Which then causes gravity to shift back.
Oh my god. What's going on here?
My house calling me. My folks. Hello?
House is calling my house. My house is calling me. It's the future.
House.
Friend house.
Friend house.
Okay. So you slam back into the red dessert topping on the ground, and things are back to normal.
Mom is gonna go to Southridge then.
Said,
Yep, I'll see you then.
was I first injured and now
That's
maimed for?
No, you're okay. You just got a few cuts and bruises.
But I'm gonna fall back.
See you tomorrow.
You're still in the crane. It was
I'll be good.
you were like in that little box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do I take damage from falling back down, or is it all included?
No, the
Okay.
topping cushions it this time.
Is it slain?
It's
It was
supposedly
slain,
flames.
yeah.
Well,
The
it's
tentacle
good.
beast would turn out to be a machine.
Oh yeah, what's
It was
it?
a,
Yeah, it was a machine.
a malfunctioning device.
One of those things from the Matrix.
Yep. Cool. You get it.
Roz lost another clone in the process.
That's good. She deserves it.
Just losing all of her clones on this mission.
Yeah.
She was only on
really
2 before.
And what the hell was that?
Mission accomplished. Did I like respawn? If she respawned, I'm assuming I respawned too.
Yeah, you respond.
Okay.
I don't know.
It was a haywire bot of some kind.
And the gravity?
Yeah,
Yeah, that is suspicious.
I think one of you is a mutant.
how do we know you're not the mutant?
I died.
So
you
did
can,
I.
You can
I
die
don't
as a mutant. I'm maimed.
Yeah, you.
I was in a crane.
You were safe.
You know, I bet Bob was a mutant.
I'm a friend of the computer.
That's exactly what a mutant would say.
Oh my god.
We solved the mission.
Computer, what is current mission status?
When is this game done?
When is
Well, that's kind of what I asked. I wanted to see if he gives us experience for this.
Yeah, I need to access
Yeah.
Red so we can take down.
Red topping overflow is currently draining. This process will take 2.3 hours.
So we'll receive an update upon.
Once it's over.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I mean, what can I say? You know,
High fives all around.
we're in for red. We kick some ass, and
Are there any living pirates left?
No.
They didn't even come back.
I mean, they probably had clones, but it doesn't always put you
right,
where you were.
right, yeah.
It's not a perfect system.
No.
It's probably better that it doesn't put them where they die.
Yeah,
Anyhow.
Okay, so you wait around. It eventually all drains.
Yeah.
And Roz begins heading back to the home sector.
Do we do that too? Or do we stake out this little area as our new home?
Just watch over
Now
the
that it's
draining.
drained, you should ask the computer about mission stats again.
Sure. I'll ask the same question.
Mission XYP732C4 is currently complete. Please meet with a debriefing officer.
I consult Alphapedia.
Yeah, for valid debriefing officers. Yep.
Okay. It says that your mission supervisor will instruct you into what debriefing room to go to.
Shit.
Okay, then we'll go chase after
Go
her.
chase after her.
Alright. Just on her coattails.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, Roz, the only question is who's going to run out of funds first? who will go into the cold oblivion of nothing first?
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, you meet back up with Roz.
Yeah, yeah.
She leads you back to a debriefing room where you wait for about 15 minutes
Okay.
and enter. Oh my god, it actually says this. Their debriefing officer is Vernon YHYT2, a moon-faced, harried, balding clone.
Moonface.
Moon-faced.
We know where this takes place.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Truly blessed.
yeah. Congratulations on a successful mission. I just have a few questions to ask as part of the debriefing process.
Of course.
Can you explain your misuse of Sector HOY tables and sheets?
Easily.
Yes, sir. We did not originally purpose them for that use, but seeing as how it was floating in the strawberry debris, to expedite the breach of the fluids, it allowed us to reach the mission destination more quickly. And so it was strictly within the parameters of completing the mission assigned to us.
Roz steps in and said, I would like to report that I had nothing to do with that.
No, and her lack of initiative, sir, I would like to note. She took no active role in this mission whatsoever and was only an observer.
Well, that was her job.
Then she did it adequately.
Very well.
You'd say also that I chose to use my issued grappling gun as opposed to the table.
Very good. You are responsible for the destruction of a valuable SKW-1DD0 unit maintenance bot. Can you explain your actions?
Gravity destroyed it, sir.
Explain.
It fell onto the ground.
The bot also was operating in a manner hazardous to Alpha Complex citizens. We saw it eviscerate several.
But it was not within your mission parameters to destroy this.
We never touched the robot. Yeah, I mean, that's a valid point. You gotta give it the... Yep.
Can you identify the source of the red dessert topping?
It was being discharged from a plug. A conduit. You got a good look at it.
Oh, up top?
I mean, I'm out of game. It's like hard to describe.
It dropped from above, right? Like
Yeah, it was like coming off like a pipe, right? This is out of game. Just trying to understand the scene as it was described.
Yeah, it was pouring from the ceiling.
Okay.
that.
Very well. How did you get past the rogue clone known as Infrared Beard?
Oh yes. We engaged with him in friendly terms. He did not hinder us, and in fact, upon appealing to his deficiencies, he actually assisted in the mission, despite again not operating in parameters which would normally be considered. But of course, we weren't able to fully understand this as he was not branded with any terrorist stars.
Very well. Did you observe any anomalous behavior in any of the clones around you?
I think we all just yeah. Oh man, I mean, that's kind of cheap, but
Yeah, it's cheap.
but that's kind of how you get ahead.
You just gotta get ahead in this world.
And what anomalous behavior are you pinning on him?
They do. I mean,
He's very timid.
well, what's funny is like, I mean, I know as a player he
He's a
used the
mutant.
power,
Yeah.
but that actually would have been imperceptible.
Yeah, we would
As
not
a-
have
as a
had any
character.
reason to notice that. Yeah.
So it'd just be me saying, "Well, I don't like him, so he must be not." So no, and I didn't see you do your gravity thing.
It just happens.
It just happened. I mean, I have a power I've never used. Thomas's power, I don't think you used. No, sir.
Okay. He presses a few buttons on the screen and swivels it around and shows you the security camera footage of the gravity warp. Can you explain this?
No, of course not.
Are you hiding information from friend computer?
Sir, I believe it's possible that, what did you call him, Redbeard? Or
Red
Beard?
Infrared beard.
Sir, it's possible that either Infrared Beard or one of the other citizens in the proximity to this bot might have caused this in some way, but we cannot speak for them.
Can you explain this?
I cannot. I was trying to use the crane to assist in draining the jelly when it happened.
Do you believe that any of your associates possess mutated powers?
Do I suspect?
Yes.
I have no evidence.
And Roz Roz steps in and says, I believe heavily that this individual is a mutant.
With what evidence?
She says, I believe that he initiated this gravity swab while he was safe inside the crane. And he looks at the footage and sees you inside the crane, just sort of bouncing around a little bit. Says, you were most protected from the effects. You managed to not lose a clone in the process.
It was fortuitous that I was in the crane.
Do you suspect him as a mutant?
No.
Very well. Are there any clones you would like to commend for their helpfulness and loyalty to the computer?
Myself.
Recommending yourself. Do you agree with his own recommendation?
He was the first to descend into the pool. It was an act of courage.
I have footage that one of the members of the Infrared Beard Gang were the first to descend into the pool.
Of the assigned team, I was referring to.
But you requisitioned this group in order to assist you in the mission.
Yes, and for that I would like to commend myself. without being steered thus, they would have been unproductive and carrying on in a completely unhelpful manner.
Do you agree with their own recommendations?
Yes. And I would also like to recommend myself for keeping excellent track of all assigned items. I risked and in fact gave my life to make sure this grappling gun was returned in one piece.
But can you explain why the issued body armor was returned in such a poor condition?
It's like grumpy.
What a horrible question.
Yeah,
Alright, yeah.
exactly.
This moon face.
It turned out that the problem we were assigned to investigate was a pool of jelly.
Yes.
Of which he courageously dove into, but
With no regard for the condition of his body armor.
I agree. It would have been best that he removed his armor first, as he only damaged it.
And as the equipment officer, this fell under your purview.
Take your lumps.
I cannot argue.
Very well. Are there any clones you would like to report to the computer as possible enemies of Alpha Complex?
As much as I don't like Roz, she's playing by the rules, so that accusation would never fly.
I can't throw. Well, I could throw you. No, there's nothing to really. I have no evidence on anyone for anything.
Because you are the problem.
I am the evidence.
Okay.
I think the results speak for themselves that there was no one who was behaving in such a way.
At any point, did any clone try to recruit you into a secret society?
No.
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 Okay. We identified a power surge in Sector HOY that cost the computer a great many lost kilowatts. Were you responsible for this?
It's like,
Wait,
What
when
did
was
cause
that?
that?
When was that?
That was
when
we got,
the
The
when we
great
got
TPK.
these. Yeah.
and then what caused that?
I think it just fell because you started climbing up. I don't know what caused. It was because you got flung by the
Oh, yeah.
machine.
There was a 5-star terrorist in the zone. I believe he caused it.
But you executed the terrorist
Yes.
prior to your mission.
Yes.
It's possible that the damage caused by the terrorist sustained to the structure was not attended to, and thus, over time, degraded to the fact that residual tremors and activity from the threshing or the maintenance spot caused it to fall inadvertently, independent of our actions.
One final question. Can you explain your actions in the corridor that resulted in the death of 4 clones? 5 clones, actually. After you stole a red level gun and shot a... what did you call it?
Like a gas line.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh yes, yes. I was attempting to acquire additional equipment for the mission, which again was under a misunderstanding of the purview of the freedoms granted by the mission itself.
And your first reaction was to club Roz over the head with a wrench.
I was tripping through the waste, and as you can see, the attack was not successful at all, if it can be even called such an attack, but it led to an escalation, which is regrettable. I never like to see lives lost myself, sir.
I just want to point out, all other things being equal, I'm number 1.
And you believe that you are worthy of that title.
With 0 doubts.
Okay. And he starts writing down a number of things.
Yep.
While he's writing,
Uh-oh.
I'd
Grab a gun and
like
use
to like to spend a moxie
Oh, God.
and do this again, but I want to concentrate real hard, just like real hard.
What is beneficial in this situation?
He's just nothing. He's doing.
The more hard I concentrate, the bigger the effect. Could make memory holes.
It's just a beneficial mutant. I thought. So you actually did the gravity thing.
No.
That was Phil.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, why'd you
What is a memory
There's
hole?
multiple.
Make a hole in
His
his memory,
powers is something beneficial.
so he just forgets the
I
bad
don't
stuff
think it's
about
right.
me.
Pick whatever he wants.
Okay.
Just writes nothing bad
Sort of
about me.
shakes his head. Very well. You are all granted 150 XP points, and you are promoted to red level, as well as troubleshooter status.
Oh my god!
Thank you, sir.
Friend computer congratulates your success.
Nice. Now spend the rest of my lives plotting revenge against Roz.
Okay, to use up
Great.
the next 3 clones.
Yep. Okay.
Or 2 clones. he has
Nice.
left.
Nice. That's cool.
You are also deducted 100 points for damage to Alpha Complex and your equipment.
Well, we're still red status.
I'm
though.
noticing a pattern. It's always pluses and minuses.
There you
That's
go.
good.
That's the first Paranoid mission.
That's
fun.
funny. That's
Yeah,
very funny.
it's a comedic game.
Yeah.
This armor.
That armor you were wearing.
It's like-
There's like a whole section in the GM book
That's
about
funny.
armor, and it's like it's almost never useful, and it'll change like every time you get it. Like sometimes it'll just be like a red shirt or something that's just painted with like a big shield on it.
How many levels are there of clearance?
Oh, there's a bunch. Let me see.
So I'm guessing like infrared isn't like the lowest of the low.
It is.
Oh, it is the
You
lowest
are
of the low.
You were the lowest.
We woke up. We started low.
What's
Just
like
left
the
these
whole
pretzels here.
fucking rainbow?
Does it say Mert pretzels on them?
Yeah. Red brand
Infrared,
pretzels.
red,
Oh.
orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, ultraviolet.
Ultraviolet. We could become ultraviolet citizens.
Then that would be a campaign.
That
getting
would
all
be
the
a
way
campaign
up to
trying
there.
to get
Yeah.
up there.
I
So
like
you just trick new citizens and farm them
Yeah.
for experience.
Yeah. Although that
This way.
would have diminishing returns.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
depending on the thresholds for each.
if you're
You
like
guys-
indigo, like that's peanuts, man. That kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, you guys were far more cooperative than a normal Paranoia session.
Yes, and I definitely like.
I broke away for a moment, and I was like, oh, it's
Because there's a lot of rewards
Yeah.
for ratting out your fellows.
Yep.
Like if you had just said like, you know, pretty sure he was a mutant.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you had agreed with Roz, like
Get
you,
some
you could have gotten
XP.
your own XP for doing that.
Yeah.
That just goes against every instinct
It's
of
different, yeah.
party solidarity.
That's why it's just a one-shot thing to have fun
Are
with.
we,
Yeah.
are we planning on coming back to it, or is this the end?
I mean, you mean next week?
Yeah.
I don't think we
think
were
it was just a
intending on
one-shot.
that,
Yeah.
Alright. Then I can reveal
What?
my
Your
role.
your
My
secret society.
secret society.
Yeah.
Oh, I was in one? Was I the only one in one?
I was.
No, there were a few.
Oh.
There were
I
a
was
couple.
not in
Really?
one.
I was, I worked
What's
for
that
the
red
computer
card?
as an undercover agent.
It says
Yeah.
I'm normal.
I
Oh,
don't,
does it?
I didn't exactly know how hard to play it. Like how hard.
I'm part of the anti-mutant group, which I didn't
It
really play that much.
actually
off of,
affords you a lot of like privilege.
but, yeah.
Did it ever come up in anything like that?
You'd have to tell
NPCs
computer.
did, you're saying? Like,
No, like
You could probably write computer a note like, as a secret agent,
yeah.
I want to claim this privilege or something.
And you should have spent like the entire mission trying to see if they were fucking things up.
Mm.
You're the secret police.
He's the secret police.
Yeah.
He's the Gestapo.
Pretty
Alright.
entertaining.
We'll have a discussion then about
The future.
the future.
Yep.